on shipping some posters. I like to do 2 or 3 at a time to cut down on shipping costs.
We're now streaming.
Have more of the funds going to the animals. And we are going to be having Patreon, Zoom, Ben Wyman get together. Because you guys have been so supportive, and a lot of you guys in the higher tiers have been very patient with me getting you things. Anybody from the
is he in full control of Party Smasher?
I'm pretty sure that was his baby.
Zoom call, ask me any questions.
They only have one band signed, right? The Godmother?
And Dillinger, right?
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, one active band.
Super supportive.
But listen to this.
So
Well, my comedy
Is this
career
the
is
end of it?
back off the
Hold on.
ground.
And some time frames for that stuff. So look out for that. In other news, a lot of the guys in Dillinger have things going on. Greg just
listen.
a solo album and has some Killer Be Killed stuff coming out. Leah's doing a whole bunch of stuff with Azusa and other projects. Billy's always making music and plays in horror. Kevin and Trezian still running Backroom Studios and doing a lot of amazing
We could probably
recordings out
have
there.
Kevin on.
So please check up on those guys, follow what they're doing, and I'll hopefully see you on the road soon with Suicide.
That and how they cut it off.
With Suicidal.
Yeah,
He's
he
playing
said-
guitar with Suicidal.
Oh, did he say that at the end?
Yeah, I hope to see you on the road with Suicide.
Oh, I didn't hear the suicide part. Well, fuck it. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
fucked. Never
because
mind.
he's doing-
Tendencies?
There goes my theory.
Yeah, when Suicidal played here, he was with them.
Never. I didn't hear that. I knew that. I didn't know. I didn't hear the suicide part.
Yeah. Oh,
I was.
gotta
I had a
listen.
boner.
But
I had a
There's
boner.
difference.
I had a boner as
I
soon
have
as
a
he said on the
boner.
road.
Because he said Killer Be Killed.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
Suicidal, because when you say suicide, it sounds like he might be in suicide silence, and that would really suck.
Yeah, that would be bad. But we were nerding out the other night, Peter, Dave, and I, on Killer Be Killed. Because that record's fucking good if he killed Max.
Yeah. No, it's still cool with Max. It's just it's typical. It's SoFly all of a sudden busted into
All my words sound the same. All my rhymes are.
Cookie Monster. Speaking of Cookie Monster,
It's hard for me to go back and listen to Soulfly just because I'm like, oh god.
But it-
Refuse.
The
No, some of
rhyming
it's all
pattern
right,
is
man.
terrible. Have you listened to Killer Be Killed?
Resist.
Very little, but
You got that opening track.
it's a good.
is
The whole album's
fucking
good. It's
rad.
just like you said. It's the segments of the song that all of a sudden turn into SoulFly.
Yeah, when it turns into Soulfly, you're kind of like,
Oh,
ugh.
man, I've heard this before.
But hearing Troy and
Dude, Troy
Greg
and
together
that
is
Caverla
fucking
Tech
cool.
track sounds amazing.
Oh yeah,
The
that's a
Convertible Tech?
badass song.
Yeah.
So good.
Have you heard
so
that?
good.
No, I didn't even know about it.
I think I have.
Yeah, he is on the second track of the new Caverla Tech album with the new singer, and it's really good. That whole
Cool.
album's good. If you like rock and roll,
You know I do.
and
It's
it's in
really good.
English. I think it's the first Caverla Tech song that's in English
Oh,
ever.
song?
Mhm.
Not like album. Okay.
Yeah.
Is the whole album in English?
They're
No, I don't
Swedish,
think
aren't
so.
they?
Norwegian, I believe,
Norwegian.
yeah. They're considered
Yeah.
black
One of the
and roll
Scandinavian.
It's all the same.
I went to a
countries.
Norwegian church.
and burned it down.
I know
Yes.
they would kick my ass if I said it's all the same, but okay.
Oh hell yeah, we'd get killed
I'm having a third of a beer.
if all of a sudden we got dropped off
A
in Norway.
quarter of a beer.
I would be
actually.
very specific.
Or-
We'd be really cool at first, and then as the night progressed, we'd die. Some Satanist would kill us.
We'd be partying with some
Yeah.
with
Not
some
before
metal
Dustin.
dudes, and I would
And
just
some
be like,
gall.
it's all the same.
Gall.
What?
I will touch you now.
Then
We're
I'd
like,
die
what?
naked
Yeah, let's
in
do
a
some torture. What is
forest.
that? A fucking shot? Let's do it. And then
Hey.
we get our balls cut off.
Hey, are we gonna finish our quarantine record?
And then, yeah, we need to. I was thinking about
We
that
need
the other
to.
day because I'm ready for hip hop. The first Do For It Records hip hop album to come out. But we got to make our Grammy off of the quarantine.
Of the quarantine record?
Anyway, another place that would get dropped off and be really fun. He's been there. I don't know if you have.
Africa?
Where?
No, we'd die there immediately.
No, we wouldn't.
Maybe if we got dropped off in
Oh,
like
Mogadishu.
Ireland,
Ireland?
we'd be
No,
like, oh,
yeah, I
we're
haven't.
cool. Yeah, we love this place.
Oh, yeah,
Everything's
yeah, yeah.
cool. And then we'd just get the fuck beat out
I'd be
of us
fine.
at the
My
end of the
name's
night, like
Brian.
at 4 o'clock.
No,
That's
I'd be
like
good.
Irish
It'd be like
as
4
fuck
o'clock in
name.
the morning. It would be me. I would get us into some trouble, I'm sure.
You'd be at the Temple Bar just getting hammered
Yeah.
with all these college chicks.
No,
This
I
is
would
Trinity
get. I would
College.
get
Smell
shit
my
face.
Irish fingers, man.
I would get shit face, and an ancestral Irish accent would bubble out of me, and then I would just forget who I was.
Well, they say that happens when you go
and
over
be
there.
Brian
So,
McMahon
hold
on.
for the rest of my
A
life.
long
I am
time.
proof. I was over there for a week and a half.
That's what happens?
And the last 4 days, I had a full Irish
Yeah.
accent, and I kept
Didn't that
stopping
hap-
myself, going where? And then my mom had it, and then my sister had
Didn't
it.
that
and Jim
happen to
had it, and I was
Madonna?
like,
What?
what
I think
the
that
fuck? How are we talking like
She's married
uh,
this?
to Guy Ritchie.
Like Madonna had it for like 5 years, didn't she? And she lived over there for a while, and all of a sudden she was talking British.
And I kept talking to people. Like you'd walk into a shop, you start talking to them, and then you'd have
It's funny that
you're
you're
a total
using,
tourist,
yeah.
but then you have this accent, and I kept thinking, man,
I can see
I'm being
that.
an asshole to these people. But
No, they do it here too.
I've been in their culture for a week and a half, and it's just
is that
fucked me up.
Scottish or
German?
Irish?
Dutch.
German. Oh, that makes that's right.
So
Breckenridge.
that
Scottish,
happens
I
to
believe.
them too, though. There's a Irish dude that I work with
And Thomas is
that
Scottish.
well, he works for Benny Keith, and he tries to. I can tell that he's trying to sound American sometimes because he's moved to America. And if you move to America,
you better learn to speak American.
You better learn to speak American. Well, I wasn't even
so if
American.
you're
Speak American.
Irish, though,
You better learn to speak some Irish.
if you're Texan and you go over there and start speaking Irish, then you have this Irish with a Texan drawl.
Oh,
That's
hell
really
yeah.
fucked up.
Oh yeah.
And that's kind of I felt it was disrespectful. I was
I
like,
like-
I gotta stop doing this.
I like that you and I both use Siri, Irish Siri,
Yeah.
and we didn't know that.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Female.
We're kind of
Irish
we're kind of Eskimo
Siri.
brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a South African Siri
Do
too.
we
I mean-
have sex with her?
Well, yeah, I'm just gonna tell people we have.
Siri,
now.
get me off.
Like
We're Eskimo brothers with an
yeah.
Irish.
we should change our profile.
Voiceover?
Yeah, our LinkedIn profile to and Matt and Dustin are Eskimo
We
brothers.
should actually get on Facebook and say it's complicated.
It's complicated.
Because we
Yeah,
have had.
and have some Irish lady like
Oh, okay.
Dude,
All right. We're going to start this thing up.
I'm ready.
Monica Lewinsky.
it's very
In?
gay too,
Monica Lewinsky.
Very
Monica
homo.
Lewinsky.
homoerotic.
That you're into it.
Know that both of us did that and didn't know about it. It's kind of like we, I don't know, we're in each other's head a little bit.
Wait a second. Something's fucked up here. Hold on.
It's your Nancy Pelosi got a haircut in a closed salon
There we go.
when they're not allowed to be open.
You
Oh,
ready
yeah?
for her to be your president?
Fuck that. I know the scenario.
How is it gonna-
I've heard
no,
this-
it's Kamala.
I've heard the
Kamala's
rundown
gonna
of
be-
the scenario.
They're both
that
going to
could
get
lead
taken
to
out.
that.
No. If it's undecided, it goes to Speaker of the House. If the
Oh, at the end
election
of
is
the
undecided,
yeah.
but she has to win her position because her position is
is-
also up for vote.
Nancy Pelosi.
Got you.
So, welcome, President Pelosi.
Good lord.
Shoot
Hi.
myself. Murder suicide in the
That
temple.
would make her dentures fall out.
All right, here we go. You ready?
Ready.
Monica Lewinsky in. In.
Are you?
Mm-hmm.
You're in. All right.
You
Let me
need to
check
look
this out.
Look at her modern day pictures. Here we go.
No, I've seen her modern day pictures. I'm just saying it wouldn't
Not
be
as a
my-
threesome, but
it w- Why not?
Not on
That's-
your final list, but if she knocked on the door and was
What?
like, Stubbs,
Wait,
you want to bang
wait,
right now
time
on the
out.
wet deck?
He just said something really confusing to me. So you would do her, but not in a threesome?
with either of you guys, no.
How about a
I wonder
five
if
song?
Oh,
She'd be the fifth one.
I
in
thought
here.
that's what you were saying.
I thought you would
Like
take.
we would all take turns in the same room with her or something.
We're not gonna.
good. That sounds like rape,
We
Matt.
don't run trains.
Turns.
Fucking Ron Jeremy.
You were getting caught up with your pals the other day.
I want to watch you blow your load later.
This episode of the brought to
Speaking of
you
blowing
by
loads,
Guys
note.
and
Victor Wrench.
and Plastic Object.
This program
Jesus.
contains graphic material, including offensive language. Viewer discretion is advised.
Fuckers hate us because they ain't us.
They hate us because we anus? The fuck does an anus have to do with
They
this?
hate us because they ain't us.
That's not what it is.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. They hate us because we is us, and what we is doing is fucking terrible.
They fucking hate us because they ain't
Stop
us.
saying that.
Hate us because they ain't us. Haters gonna hate. Haters gonna hate.
That is not an actual thing people say.
This is what you do to haters. You just smile.
What is that?
Strongest ecstasy I've ever done in my life.
the food, keeping your hunger real. Body of a burning head of a woman. She's a hobby. Transports you to the enemies. If you've killed your family.
Show number 385. It is September the 1st, 2020. We flipped the calendar. I don't know who that is.
It's Tuesday.
That's one hell of a gun, though.
It's
That is.
Tuesday,
She's holding a minigun.
motherfuckers.
I think her name is
Minnie looks pretty big to
Donica.
me.
Danica.
Donica. Yeah. I have to go.
When did
through
that
my-
become a name?
Donica?
Danica. I know Danica Patrick
Danica?
stamped it, into the mainstream, but I've never met a
Is that AOC?
I have a-
Danica.
No, it's
I have a bobblehead of her. from
Did you
one of
just
the
ask
races.
if that was
I had to bring it
AOC?
up.
on TV. Yeah, that
What?
chick looks like AOC.
Oh, I thought you were talking about on the calendar. I was like, no,
the
I don't
chick
think
on the
so.
commercial.
Is she going to drunk drive?
Dustin doesn't.
Yeah.
Dustin.
No, she's
Oh,
broken-
God.
That's the only thing we can pray for.
And she's in a necklace. Great time to mention her, Matt.
Now that one.
AOC just died in a car wreck.
Now that one, I'm in.
You'll
fully.
bang her?
I'm in on AOC.
Three-way, her and Monica?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Hillary's
AOC
videotaping.
and the press
Oh.
secretary, Kayleigh McEnany.
I don't
Talk about
know, man.
going.
I
Talk
don't know
about
who that is.
go- talk about reaching across the aisles.
Yes.
They could both reach across the aisle
And ski pole you.
and jerk me out. Yeah, I was not. Gonna,
Hey,
I'm just going to be crass
Dustin.
and blunt
Mandy
about
said
it.
hi.
Actually, that's Robo.
Hi, Mandy.
Ski.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're gonna
Which Mandy?
wave to
rank
your
all the
camera.
members of Congress.
Not North Carolina, Mandy.
Oh, okay. That's what I was trying to figure out.
Yeah.
Let's see what it was.
No.
Hi, man.
I don't know if she's still alive. Is
That
she?
was South
Let me do
Carolina.
this properly.
I thought South Carolina is where she lived.
Myrtle Beach.
Oh,
yeah,
is it?
Myrtle Beach. Yeah,
That's
that's
South
South Carolina. That's not North.
It's all one state.
Hi, man.
If you can't think of another way to describe your state than just a different direction as the other state, looking at you, Dakota, looking at you, Carolina, and Virginia,
Yeah.
think of a new fucking name. There's plenty. Just invent some shit.
Yeah.
There's plenty of it to go around.
You've got a point.
Are
West
you
Virginia.
going to? Are you going to?
North Dakota?
Appalachia? What?
The Carolinas aren't actually states.
What
No,
about
they're not two different states.
what about
They're
North
one state.
Dakota though?
Same thing with that.
Well, there's no Dakota.
There's two. There's one Dakota. There's one.
There's not a
Carolina,
Dakota, is
there's
there?
one Virginia. Well,
I think it's
Virginia
just North
gets
Dakota,
West
right?
Virginia. That's all Virginia.
There's
The
South
Carolinas are just Carolina.
Oh, that's right.
That's where
Dakotas
Sturgis
are
is.
just Dakotas.
Yeah.
What about North Montana? Wait.
Not a state. That's Canada. Oh,
Yeah.
you mean Canada?
What about North
So
side?
Montana becomes the biggest state in all the world.
Should North
Well,
side of Fort Worth just be
Oklahoma would be
side?
Contiguous
way
48.
cooler if they were called North Texas.
You
Just
mean
kidding, though, that's a-
Oklahoma?
yeah.
Okay, no.
Hey, West Texas
Kansas can have it.
would be New Mexico.
So can
East
Arkansas-
Texas would be Louisiana.
Why are we divvying up this great state of
I don't
ours?
know. What are we doing?
There's a good chance that
Yeah,
that's
where
how
are
it's
we
going to
going?
get split.
California
no,
hat.
no. There will be some states that come with us.
That's what I'm saying.
Oklahoma will come down with us.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. They
New
might as
Mexico might.
Louisiana will for sure.
Well,
We have to
Do we
take
want
them
them?
in.
Do we want them though?
We're always exchanging refugees, so we have to.
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
So we-
What do you mean
it's-
exchanging? Who?
Yeah,
who
depending
are
on
we
where the
sending
hurricane
there?
hits.
Right. If it's a Houston hurricane,
They'll come here because
It's
the
racist.
hurricane hits there.
What do you mean by they, sir?
Louisiana
Refugees.
Cajos.
You don't have
Regardless
to
of where they
live
are.
Sounds bad.
like a refugee.
Cajos.
Stop trying to marginalize
Is that
the people he's talking about.
So black.
I want Cajo to be a new slur. Can we do that?
George Bush hates black people.
Okay.
Hey, wasn't this the
Anniversary.
anniversary? Was like last week when
think so.
Kanye came with that one.
You know
I
what I
believe
wrote
so.
on
Yeah.
this?
Was it?
I wrote vote Kanye.
Is that
a couple
you?
weeks
Are
ago.
you the one? Who
That's
wrote
my
that?
handwriting.
I was wondering who did that.
We were trying to figure it out. I thought it was
I
one
actually
of
might vote for Kanye.
now Kanye's all Joe Biden hates black people.
kind of is.
You don't even have to say it. That's pretty much assumed with
Well, they did take
What
a
he's-
quote from the 90s.
Did you
where he
guys see
said
the
something
setup
about
of his big
that.
gathering yesterday or the day before?
No, but did you see
It's
the video
very
that came
weird
out today?
looking.
Please tell me y'all saw the video that came out today.
Well,
What?
the one
I
I'm
was
talking.
working
Wait.
today,
Before we move on though,
Oh.
you got to look at this picture. because there's only like 7 reporters. They're in this little circles.
Oh, yeah.
And there's like a fence behind them. It just looks really like Manchurian candidate
Talk
type.
about a
It's like,
flaccid
what the
penis.
fuck is going
Joe
on?
Biden
man?
is running a flaccid penis of a campaign. And
Well,
if you can't see that.
He did an interview with Cardi B.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, and only Cardi B.
Who,
Fucking stupid.
I admit, is as dumb as fucking shit as she is, she's the opposite of a flaccid penis because, I get it. She's all tits. Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
Well,
But
Matt Thomas, happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday, Matt Stubbs.
Happy Tuesday, man.
Brian,
Brian,
happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday.
Matt,
Brian
I'm
Breckenridge.
back already.
That's
Matt,
comedy
happy
fan.
Tuesday.
He's back from the dead.
I was working up the street.
That's right.
Yeah, happy Tuesday,
Happy
mustache.
Tuesday, Dustin.
Mustache,
Happy Tuesday,
Brian.
Matt. What I was talking
Doctor?
about was
Doctor?
there's a video that came out today of Biden.
Yes.
Is all over the place.
Yeah.
You can find it. He was doing, I guess, one of these morning talk show
Oh, the
interviews,
100 thing?
and he's asleep.
Oh, that's been out,
They
hadn't
cut to
it?
him.
I thought that was
No,
a
it
That was like
fake.
2 years
I
ago,
looked at-
wasn't it?
Oh, I don't know.
I looked at some
Is it?
comments and some.
It's making the rounds today, so I don't know if it's real or fake or not.
I
I
thought
just
As much
watched
as
it and was
I love
laughing.
shit that.
I don't think it's fake. I think it happened a while back.
As
though.
much as I love things that shit on Joe Biden, I'm like, this is too.
Not just
good.
Joe Biden. I just like anything that shits on any politician.
Well, Joe Biden is just
Or
the
anyone.
weakest fucking candidate in all of my personal observation of,
I like people just
American
getting shit on.
politics.
Yeah.
And
That's why I go to
everyone
that.
else is lucid
Especially
enough
with
to
Saran
form a
wrap.
sentence and run a campaign. He's
this a
not
Scheisse
running
table?
a campaign.
That's why I go to that category on Pornhub.
Is there a pooper
Sleepy Biden? Well, that's a
sleepy Biden category?
where an old man's
That's a
asleep and a
category?
girl just rides him.
I think that's called
Yeah.
Lemon Party.
I can look
No, that's when you pee on someone.
No,
Is
That's golden
lemonparty.org
shit.
the
still
old
up?
men.
That's Golden Shower.
Yeah, Lemon Party's the old
The old guys.
the old orgy.
Yeah, the old man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
was more shocking than the
Is it still
the
available?
women that have the soft serve video, the 2 cups, 2 girls,
Two girls,
1
one
cup.
cup. Oh God.
And then and it was way more disturbing than Blue Waffle. Blue Waffle and Lemon Party came out around the same time, I think.
Lemonparty.org. Is it still available? It is. Oh my God!
It
they're-
Available
is.
for purchase or is a site?
It's
Got
an old
it.
man sucking another old man while another old man is kissing.
Could
Glad.
we
Man
sell
being sucked.
shirts if it said
Doug Stanhope has a
lemonparty.org?
bit because he was just like that's what his message board was just that. It's like people posting variations.
No
of that.
podcast can steal this, right? If I say it on the show, then
Copyright
it's
20
copyrighted.
Yeah, copyright
Whatever,
JJTM.
JJ.
If we made shirts that said lemonparty.org and then on the back was like Jerry Jonestown Massacre Podcast Show or something like that, could we still make money off that, or would we have to sell those old dudes some,
No.
give those old guys some money?
I'm not giving them shit.
No, they're artists. They don't care.
They are artists.
Can lemonparty.org buy a Super Bowl ad?
That'd be awesome.
Oh, that'd be great. And it's just a picture. No,
That,
no
see,
video.
that's
just
what
a
the dude,
picture.
the cat from
Just a picture?
Barstool, he should do that.
Just
Dave?
He's got enough clout where he could do it. What's his name?
Portnoy?
Portnoy. Yeah, he could
Yeah.
probably pull that off. Where
The germ from Dream
he
Theater.
could buy an
You think
ad,
there's any relation? Because I was like,
buy an
I
ad
was wondering who, I was like, Portnoy. That
on the
is
Super
not just
Bowl.
the Barstool Sports
Yeah,
guy.
for
There's another
lemonparty.org.
Portnoy.
Yeah. Mike
I wonder if
Portnoy.
they're like cousins.
That'd be so amazing.
I don't
Speaking
know,
of
man.
Slayer.
What? Huh?
Slayer.
Huh? What? Huh?
What
What
about
do you say? We're
Yeah,
talking
what?
about Dream
Huh?
Theater for.
Oh yeah. Which he was at NAM.
Yeah,
with
we
us.
saw him all over the
Yep.
place.
Just can't get into them. Just can't do
Hey,
it.
Dream Theater?
Yeah,
I couldn't
I put them on random one day just to be like,
That's
come
too-
on.
Isn't
I
that
can't get
Howard
into that.
Stern's favorite?
Tried the same thing with
band
Opeth.
ever?
Couldn't
Yeah,
do it.
I like prog
I
metal,
thought he
but
was a
just
Dream
certain
Theater
degrees
freak.
of it, and
Yeah.
they just don't do it for me either. They're
Rob Zombie
fantastic
and the
musicians,
Ramones
though.
and-
You know what Opeth to me is? Man, I'm sure they're really cool people and stuff. Nap time. I become sleepy Matt.
You know what I don't like with prog metal
We walked
is
out
Because
of
they're
the room.
usually Playing with Mastodon.
is the
Yeah,
bass. Bass probably it's boing, boing, boing. Like you, I'm like I don't listen to metal for the bass, and you're making me hear this weird ass bass. And
Come on.
With like
just do
effects
some
or
fucking
what?
We're going to go
sweet
back to your
shredding.
corn years.
I disavow that.
Bum,
Yeah.
bum, but it could
I'll
be
admit,
bum,
I
but it
had
could
like
be
3 or
bum,
4
but it
corn
could be
albums.
bum,
I
but it
almost
could
bought
be-
a shirt. I remember buying issues on day one.
I never
Remember
owned a
that.
corn shirt.
Did you guys see the
And I didn't buy
video
4
that
copies
Darren
for the 4 limited
posted, the
edition
bass
cover.
player video that Dan posted, or that what's his name? Darren posted from
What?
Pinkish Black.
Which, well,
It's on Facebook.
yeah, I saw
The
him.
bass player one.
Yeah,
Awesome.
awesome.
Yeah.
Way awesome.
Played Nirvana with the bass and the dance the guy was doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. You should listen to Pinkish Black. They're awesome if you
You
don't know who
should.
they are.
They are awesome.
One of the best shows
I saw 'em at the
ever,
Ritz- the Haltom
ever,
Theater.
ever saw was just like talking total experience, people hanging out, was at Lola's. Opening up was Solomon, one of the
Yeah.
heaviest band. Like, are they're local, barely play or something like that? Just I knew.
Are they?
Maybe
I don't.
they're just
I don't
opening up. Their stacks were taller than they were, and they were just this
They must be
heavy,
awfully short.
heavy fucking doom metal band. It was amazing. Pinkish black middled, and this was like, man, they were just right before they were peaking. Just so, great. Everyone was there, and I think it was sold out. Headlining Pallbearer right before their second album came out, so they
Undertaker's
played a lot,
manager.
some from the first and some new tracks, and you could still smoke inside. And I smoked weed outside with some friends. I was inside, beer in one hand, chain smoking in the other. Because I remember Darren Beck was smoking while Pinkish Black played.
Oh, he smokes all the time.
Those guys
on
are great.
stage.
I've
He
run
doesn't
into
care.
them off and on throughout the years. Rad fucking dudes. And then Pallbearer, who I was like really getting into. I think that was the first time I ever saw him. And I had plenty of pals there. We were cramped in there. And I was smoking a cigarette, drinking beers. And it was just an amazing show from 3 bands, which is perfect, especially if they're all awesome.
Pallbearer's badass. If you own a venue
One of the
and
best shows
Pinkish
ever.
Black is coming in to play, and they're mid set, and Darren lights up and starts smoking, and you're a no smoking facility, or the city of Fort Worth says you can't smoke in this building anymore, are you going to go up on stage and tell him to stop smoking?
Better not.
I don't know. I don't know.
I wouldn't do it.
He's
You're
awesome.
a performer.
You know what's funny about him? Did you see his post the other day when he said something?
Did you ever smoke and play?
Yeah, I did it a couple.
I actually
times.
saw him at Kroger a couple weeks ago.
You know what?
Darren?
He's funny, and he doesn't hold any punches when he's on Facebook, and he likes to do it on Facebook because he knows that's the Chick-fil-A frowl that's seeing it.
Yeah.
The other day, he posted something that was like someone was giving him a hard time because he used to do drugs in high school. He's like, "Yeah, I did
That was
drugs.
funny.
Have you ever been to one of my shows?"
Yes.
He's
you
like,
ever heard one of my
"Sorry."
records? You
Yeah,
ever? Yeah.
yeah. That's odd.
We need to.
He has some
touch
genius
base with
posts.
Bill.
Yeah,
I mean,
last time I saw him, they were about
quarantine.
to go on the. It was when we were doing. It was that show that they did with the Methinks.
Mm-hmm.
And
At Haltom Theater, right?
No, this was at Mass,
Oh, okay.
and they were about to go on the road, and he was like, "Yeah, let's do it. Let's totally do it." But we got
Road all fell apart.
COVID
but
and stuff, and
we'll get them in here.
then I
since we're
fell off.
COVID,
I think
no
I
one
fell
can
off
do
the
anything.
stage that night.
What sucks?
Farted.
Now, okay, hear me out. What sucks about Pinkish Black is like they're great, but like you don't really get the full impact, and because it's not my story to tell, and I heard it from pal Aaron, is knowing the history of those guys and their previous band and what happened with all of
Should
that.
listen the first time we had them on the show.
Okay, so they
Mhm.
explained it and talked about it. So again, not my story to tell, but just knowing the history and the tragedy of their previous band, and then hearing that from someone who knows all the details. I didn't hear it directly from them, but just a friend.
Listen
But
to the first
then-
time they were on the show.
So everyone listening, do that. Then listen to Pinkish Black, and then you're
Do
like,
any of you
oh.
know
do they
what the
explain
hell I do for a
origin?
living?
Do they explain the origin of the name? Like, because that's also
Yes.
what I got from the story.
Yes.
Okay, good.
they talk about that, and they talk
Excellent.
about how the night that happened.
So I heard
After
all
it
that
all
from
went
I heard all
down.
that from Aaron Knight.
Do any
And I
of you
was
know
just
what the
like,
hell I
oh
do for
my
a living?
God.
They immediately started writing music that.
That's what I'm
And
going to start
then-
saying
and
when I
then-
know someone didn't
And
listen
then
to
I
our
saw
show.
Pinkish Black live at some point after that,
Dude,
and I was
Norm.
just like, oh my God.
By the way, timeout on the court, complete timeout. Norm Hitchkiss made an announcement
Shocking.
that and
Who?
I know we rip on who said who.
Me.
You son of a bitch.
There's still a radio
I
station.
know you're
Yeah.
our
Well,
special guest tonight, but
I wanna
you
say this,
son
though.
Of a bitch.
I want to say this that we make fun of the ticket a lot and we steal a lot of their shit because
Not
they're
really.
funny.
Not anymore. They steal a lot of our
But
stuff.
we listen. That's the station that we listen to the most out of all of them, and we love they're awesome. Jake's been on, but we got your back too, Norm.
Yeah.
Totally. So
Radio
and,
Hall of Famer right there.
yeah,
that's
all
been
T's and
around
P's to
doing
him.
This shit
Yeah.
forever.
So we'll get that out of
That
the way
was
now.
shocking.
Yeah, and it
What was
sucks
the
to hear too.
announcement? I don't
What did
know.
he get canned or
He's
something?
got bladder cancer,
Oh
Yeah,
no.
he's
So-
canceled.
and he's a staple to broadcasting.
Yeah.
Man, he's
He's
got
been in
friends
this
all over the
market
place, man.
Longer than we've been alive.
Yeah, and so the Jerry Jonestown Massacre podcast show
Supports
we
Norm.
Yeah, we got your back too, Norm. Even us scumbags down here.
Okay, now timeout over.
Oh, is there another?
No.
We're back in
Show-
play.
Back in play. You want to go back and listen to show 129. That's
Okay.
when we had Pinkish Black on,
Nice.
and it was a
129.
good
So-
show. There was
Drummer's last name is Teague. I
was
can't
great.
think of his first name for some reason.
Teague.
John.
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 Okay.
Yeah.
John. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
So, real quick, Matt Thomas, play me a theme song
Play you a theme song.
Just do it.
Okay.
And now it's time for a round of what would their cover band be called, Dustin? Pinkish Black. What would their cover band be called? This one's pretty easy, actually.
I'd go with Bottom of the Morning, but
Blackish Pink, man.
oh,
Dude, come on.
Yeah, you've been
Okay.
guilty of calling them
I've
that several
lost.
times while drunk.
Blackish Pink.
I think you did it on the show with them. Yeah,
But
old
then
man
you get
Blackish
it.
I
then-
probably
but
announced
you know
them
what?
that way.
You say that you
Next
get
up's
into
Blackish Pink.
You get into black pussy territory, and you know what it.
Well, we've had them on the
We've
show
had them
too,
on the
man.
show.
Oh, really?
too. Yeah. Have you ever heard the pre-Pinkish Black, The Great Tyrant?
I have not.
It's
But
on everything
I
to
saw
stream,
their
and
flyers a
Yeah,
lot.
I've got their CD on. Well, it's in my
especially
truck,
the
actually.
couple
My
of
phone.
times I was able to go to the rec room.
It's great.
I remember they were always like opening
Great
up for
Tyrant.
Sleepy Time Gorilla Museum.
Yep.
Who always seemed to come through town. Who I never saw live either.
Which was
That's one of Andrew's favorite bands.
But I saw a lot of
That's the dude
flyers
from,
for
became
the rec
something else.
room.
What was Sleepy Time became?
Well, isn't it members of the
Oh, I know what
Polka
you're
Dot
talking
Cadaver or whatever?
Yeah,
Isn't it
but
members
then
of them guys or
something
something?
Salamander Project, something.
Some weird.
Yeah, there's
goofy-
always those guys.
Well, that's
goofy
who
name.
Sleepy Time became awakened.
I think Pinkish Black and
Stupid joke.
It's all
Mhm.
it's all dog
Yeah.
fashion disco if they were
Yeah.
a doom band.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Dog fashion disco.
Pinkish Black opened. and
I don't
so
like
did,
that because this shit ass
Shaolin
ex
Death
girlfriend I
Squad.
had
Yeah.
15 years ago like them, and I was just like, yeah, everything you like
yeah.
him and dog fashion disco and dark funeral.
Yeah.
No fucking.
So you want
Anyway.
to go on a Rangers rant real quick?
Fuck
Since they're
this
playing right now?
team.
Fucking was
They
over
made
3
some
weeks ago.
trades. This season was.
They did. What trade did they make?
They traded Mike Minor to the A's, and they traded
Done.
Todd Frazier and Robinson Chirinos to the Mets.
Okay, neat.
Are we
That
still
way-
looking?
Robinson
that way-
Chirinos.
Jose Trevino can get the majority of the catching time with Mike Minor to back him up.
Is it
And they're
Trevino?
not. I read they're not doing it this year, but they're.
Call me in
let's
8
hope-
years when this team is good.
This is one of the few things I have in life, so I still pay attention.
Hadouken.
They drafted hopefully who is our third baseman of the future, Josh Jung, who I read they're not going to bring him up
Isn't
this
it Young?
year.
Hello?
Most likely next year they are.
No
But,
one on this team's gonna matter ever.
No, Leody
This team means
Taveras
nothing.
is an amazing center fielder. He robbed a 3-run home run from the A's in a game. Great speed.
How about this ownership
great center
sell the
field.
team? Fuck that guy. Those guys.
get rid of
Sorry.
John
Sorry.
Daniels.
Do you
Sorry.
ever take
Sorry.
Riddle and Matt?
Sorry.
You interrupt everything everyone's trying
Sorry.
to
Fuck
say.
John
I'm
I'm
Daniels.
sorry,
do a
Brian.
podcast
Get rid
with
of
this
him.
guy
And
for
flood
you.
Global Life.
Which
Park
is funny
while
because
we're
I
at it.
actually announced it as your
Eli
rant.
White, who's in the lineup
You already want
tonight.
to destroy a brand new stadium?
I was just seeing if you guys were paying attention.
I don't know because Matt interrupts everything. Everybody wants
After
to
a
say.
segment that I introed.
No, that
too.
one does, not me.
Yes. Well, yeah, that's why I gestured. To
Okay,
him.
I didn't
we're on
see you.
video.
Sorry.
I think I gestured.
Brian, would you like to rant
Eli
on
White.
the Rangers?
Now, first
Well,
base,
yeah,
we got to
but-
figure out. I don't care about Rugi.
Fuck
Get rid of
the
him.
Rangers.
Elvis is old.
Fuck
Danny
the
Santana
Rangers.
can't hit a fastball, but I like
Who?
Jose Trevino.
Who's on first?
You know what?
Nick
Fuck
Solak.
both teams playing
Oh,
playing
fuck the
tonight.
Astros, of
fuck the
course. That's
Astros. Fuck
easy.
the Rangers.
It's easy
Get rid
to
of
say
them
fuck
both.
yeah.
I just want to see him throw balls at the cardboard cutouts and knock them the fuck down.
I like Kiner Falefa.
Starting with
I think
George
he's a
W.
promising
You know what I
talent.
wish baseball would bring into play? Relegation.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
What?
Let's relegate this
Yeah,
fucking
that would make
team
it.
at the end of the year.
That would be really cool if they did that.
Is that what soccer does?
the
They do
bottom
that
4
shit?
teams at the end of the season.
Don't
See
bring
ya.
your fucking European
Oh,
bullshit.
that's what relegation
sports
means?
Oh,
rules
it
over
would be
here.
awesome.
No,
I'm sports dumb, you
They
know
get
me.
dropped down to the
That-
AAA.
that wouldn't make any
AAA
sense because
top
every
4
team has a
teams come
minor
up.
league. They all have a minor league. What do you want to bring up? A college team that they draft from that doesn't?
Maybe. Who knows?
You need a system.
I'm gonna
of
check
different-
emails, guys.
need
You
a
just let me
system
know.
Of leagues to.
You need to see how the EPL does relegation. It's fucking amazing, and it
I
makes things
I
fun.
understand how it's done. It really makes you try to stay in, but just the way it's set up, where they draft from colleges and have their own minor leagues.
Fuck all that.
Every team is putting.
Make this worth
to get-
something. There's nothing. There's no reason. To
Give me
watch the
something
Rangers.
real.
There's
They're
no reason to
only-
watch the
they're
Rangers.
Or if you're in a
only
third world country, they'll
35
shoot their
games
players and
because-
execute them.
What is not to me this NBA and NHL not real seasons.
You
Give me
started
something
this, you
real.
son of a
They're
bitch.
not real seasons. So
Yeah.
whatever, Dustin,
killing
whatever's
time. I knew I was
happening
gonna
to
do
the
this.
Rangers
It's
right
like,
now. It's
we'll
not a
kill
real
some time
season.
here.
There's no reason to worry about it because they're only 35 games in. They're like right under 33 or whatever. They're already halfway over through the stunted season as it is. There's no point in caring about it. It's just
No.
they're playing games and the stats count and that's it. Who
You
gives
know,
a shit?
this is
Let's
one
go
of
back
the.
to watch
doesn't
something
Okay,
count.
wait.
exciting.
Time out. Time
the
out.
Rangers are winning.
All right, time out on the rant.
They're up 3-0.
This
Hockey's
is
important.
This
No, it's not. It's not a real
COVID.
season.
I would say out of all the sports that COVID's gonna no lube the most, it's gonna be baseball because baseball's popularity has been dropping like a rock. And now that you have this happening, and the NBA hasn't decided what they're gonna do next season yet, and the NHL hasn't either. So if they start playing games deep into the summer, goodbye baseball. I'm joking, of course. Baseball will never go away, but baseball's is taking it up the arse the most.
It's like
which
the
it
post
sucks
office, they
because
run
it's
a
one of my
deficit.
favorite sports to watch. I love baseball.
Well, yeah, because their
But it's-
capacity is
it's
almost like
just-
twice as much as NHL and basketball games. The basketball games and then hockey games are like 20,000 at most in a lot of arenas. Baseball's 40 to 50, depending on where you play.
And what about football?
Yeah, but when it's
Football's coming back.
go ahead and look at those numbers back.
No, I'm just saying they're
in the old
No,
ballpark.
I'm agreeing with you. They're gonna,
Nickel beer
I'm talking.
nights.
I said capacity. I evaluated what.
That's what they should do. They should
I
bring back.
qualified what I said.
If they want to make popular baseball again, if they want to make baseball popular again, then
League.
bring back nickel beer night.
on free bat night.
Yeah,
Free
And the
bet?
Exactly.
and the players get
been
to use
books wrote about that.
HGH.
There has
What?
been
Let the players juice.
oh yeah, totally.
Yes.
I've always been on board with that.
Like the 90s players?
But
Let
you know
them
what?
smoke
Yeah.
weed and juice.
But you know what?
You know
We
what?
have
Fuck it.
fucking
Why stop there? Let them do blow too. Fuck it.
Juan Soto, like last year,
Let them
the
shoot up in the
dude-
outfield.
You need young, hot talent
know,
like Juan Soto
hey.
who can blast a fucking ball at the age of 20.
Get your head in the
and
game,
Doesn't
son.
need any of that shit.
Get that
Joey
needle out of your
Gallo,
arm.
If he can hit a ball,
There's no crying in baseball
There is no crying in baseball.
That's right. Tom Hanks said it the best.
there's also no watching of baseball.
right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
sucks. I'm
Because
worried about it.
You guys will keep going off, and there won't be any
All
show.
right. I got a rant. If we're going down the rant tube, this is in STS, but I'm going to rant
Do it,
About-
Dennis Miller.
the
Well, rant-
goddamn power companies.
Rants is part of shoot the shit. It's like a subdivision, or it's a
It fits in there.
it's like 1A.
So my rant is the goddamn power company.
Which
Oh,
ones?
right when you say that, the lights
Yeah,
flicker.
we had a
Hell yeah.
microburst.
Yeah, they just shut us
hit
off.
my
Like, oh yeah, you
neighborhood.
want to bitch about us?
Yeah. We had a microburst hit our neighborhood on Saturday when that storm came through. I've got video of our electric lines just and then finally blowing up.
Oh,
Like,
shit.
it
like
was
around the
fucking
house.
crazy. Yeah, right.
Oh,
the
really?
ones that run back here. It was
Crazy.
in my neighbor's backyard. The wind was
Oh.
making them hit and a tree limb was hitting them.
Shit.
And
Okay.
then power went out. Boom, power goes out. Okay,
That's like
so
good shit.
it's fine. Look at the little map. Tell Encore, hey, we're out of service. Okay, well, we see that there's 10 people out of service. And there's also 10,000 people out of service in North Richland Hills alone.
Oh, shit. I was lucky. I wasn't affected.
So I was like, son of a bitch. Well, went down at 7:30
AM or PM?
p.m. What,
I
was
think
that
this
right?
night, this storm
Maybe
grazed
5:30.
the top of Arlington because I was watching it and it just never. I heard it, but it never came. So I was just like, when did the power go out? You're like, your power
Yeah,
went out. I was
my
like,
power went out.
when the fuck
Dude,
did
it got
that happen? I was like,
fucking
oh
wild
yeah,
around
that
here.
storm just.
It
went
got
by.
to the point to where I was standing out on the deck watching these power lines going, and I started going, the pressure in the air is weird. We may have a little tornado hit here, which one hit Azel
little NATO.
the same night. The one hit Azel and
Was your knee
tore
hurting and
through
shit?
Azel. No, my knee is pretty good now. That's been 20 years. 20
Mine
years.
still starts hurting when there's a bunch of air pressure change.
But it was fucking weird. And then the power went out. So I was without power that entire night into almost 1 o'clock the next day.
Damn.
And it was hot as fuck. Didn't get any sleep.
Yeah.
Got up, went fishing, came back. Power still wasn't back. Well, I understand that when there's a big outage like that, sometimes the power company has to rely on contractors to come out and fix the shit.
Yeah.
So some contractors came out here and they were working on the stuff. They butchered all my trees back here and my
I
neighbor's
saw.
trees.
I was peeing. I saw. I was like, oh,
and the
that's just
trees
a
down here,
trimming.
they just
Yeah.
cut them all down. I'm fine with that. Whatever.
Yeah, it's free.
It's cool.
Yeah,
you
they
know.
did the same with my house a few years
So
ago.
they also started. Well, they started cutting down the trees at like 5:30 in the morning, which was
That happened to me
that's
one
fine.
time around 4 a.m. and I was just
That's
like,
fine. I
"Fuck
get
I'll
it.
stay up
You know,
and
it's
listen."
emergency. You got to get this stuff done. I got shit in the refrigerator that needs to be saved. Well, it took them till what I say, like 1:30 to finally get the power back up. But the contractors crossed the mains. They didn't wire it fucking right.
Oh, no.
Damn.
So when they wired up the transformer, because one of the cable or two of the cables broke, they had to rerun these two cables. When they wired up the transformer with those two cables, they switched the polarity on them. And
you as the expert, what I know that's bad, but how bad
the power came on.
Okay.
When they flipped the main breaker, the power came on. Everything was happy, fun time.
Okay.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
Everything's good until I get to work on Monday, and about noon.
Feel the pressure build.
11:30 noon, I get a call that says the transformer just blew up in our backyard and
like
power's out
like
again.
Pow noises.
Yeah,
Probably.
Aiden heard it. Aiden was home alone. And he's like,
Dad.
and he's like, I can't do my schoolwork. Blah blah blah. I was like, okay, well, chill.
Dad, do I need to go in the gun? Something just blew up.
Something just blew up.
Do I need to kill
Well, he
Mom?
said the lights started. The lights started flickering, and then it went boom. And so, we were without power again until almost 6 o'clock yesterday.
God.
And this time, the real Encore came out, and they told us, they climbed up that pole and was looking at it, and they're like, well, the reason transformer blew is they wired it wrong. These fucking contractors wired it wrong and just put shit together. And if they would have wired it right, we would have had power. Everything would have been fine. But they got in a hurry and did it backwards, and it blew the transformer up, so they had to replace the transformer. They had to replace all the fuses along the line. Then they trip it, back on, boom. Finally came back on. I was excited, but I was wore out because it was fucking hot yesterday.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, it was.
Yeah,
So,
it's been nasty.
Fuck contractors.
Very nasty. Yeah.
That's my
Should have
rant.
had that. What was it? Those. I think he said contractors. The Ron Swanson quote is like every contractor out there is a criminal or something like that.
So while I'm thinking about it, we got this Cookie Monster that we tried. We talked about this, I think, a couple of weeks ago, or maybe it was off the air.
Artwork.
Yeah,
That's
fucking
very
fantastic.
Good. Very good. Thank you very much, Martin House, for making us buy this from you. And we also, do you guys want to do this?
What is that?
Because I remember trying this, and I remember it being really good, but I think it was the night that we recorded.
Is that Chex
the
Mix or
quarantine.
something?
Yeah, I aged
Well, it's
it.
a beer.
That
Oh,
one's
I
not
know.
Chex
I'm
Mix.
that
talking
one's
about
been around
flavored.
a while.
Yeah.
Yes.
So do you want to do it, or you
Yeah,
want to get
I'll
the
try
other?
some.
Because we have another Martin House that we paid. That we'd like to thank you, Martin House, for letting us pay you
Forcing us
for
to
it.
pay you for.
But we have a puppy chow, and we have there's a saison. What are they? How do you say it? A saison, the pear
The
saison.
sour saison.
And it looks really good too.
Saison.
Both about the same ABV. So you're the one that's newly fallen off the wagon.
Not really falling off the wagon. I'm tasting.
You're
these. We're just having.
Yeah, you're just experimenting like a
tasters.
like a
You're like
teenager.
Stan in that
Yeah.
episode of South Park. Where
Right.
He's like, it's a tasting. It's a
Just
wine
take-
pairing with
yeah.
the.
This is
God.
my congratulations. You've lost 15 pounds. Now I have a beer.
Yeah, well, yeah, and you get
Yeah,
back
that
on it, in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Just playing. But anyway, which one do you guys want to do?
I want to try the puppy
Let's try the
chow
puppy
one.
chow since
Yeah.
it's dark. Before
What
we
is
go.
it?
We've done
is
this,
on
though,
it.
What's
haven't we?
the?
But
I
that-
haven't.
What's the
but
description?
The problem with the puppy
This
chow
is-
the first time around was it sucked ass because it hadn't been sitting around. It was.
Should I have shaken it?
It was terrible. So I was like,
Yeah.
we need to age
Well,
this
if you wanted to
can.
party.
So we left that can in the fridge for a few months,
So
and now it should
this is
taste
going
good.
4 ways, so we gotta.
Yeah.
So we
When's
gotta
the
be
last time
careful.
you had a
Yeah,
four-way?
I just
Me?
want to taste.
I've never had a 4-way, sir. But are you offering your
Uh,
services?
If whoever comes in here.
Do we have any more
Monica?
guests coming over? By the way, Matt Thomas, thanks for coming on the show.
Yes, Matt Thomas.
Hey.
We're gonna get to why you're here.
You're welcome.
It's
Brian
2020,
Breckenridge,
and
thanks
always
for
a-
coming back and
Always
being
a pleasure
alive
to be
again.
here. Yeah, and this guy too.
They're
Brian
long-
Breckenridge is the
long
Jesus of
absence.
podcast because he rose from the dead. We put him out in the pasture a
Mustachio.
couple of weeks ago. So
Even though he cut his hair and
Now I'm back
Yeah,
with the
just in time.
mustache.
You have a bunch of rants, Matt.
mustache looks great, by the way.
Thank you. I didn't
like
know
it a lot.
my dad and his brothers had you see like pictures, family photos. They all had what I like to. I'm trying to coin it. Anyone can say it. I believe they had near Selekian level mustaches.
Yeah.
back
So-
in their day.
oh.
They're
There's
80s.
levels.
like Tom
80s was
Selekian.
their prime. Early 90s.
No one has a good as mustache as Che, though.
If
That's
you're not
it.
following
Our
Che
Che?
on, yes,
Did you see that picture he posted the other day of him shooting bow and arrows with his
Rambo?
shirt off?
Fuck yeah.
Good lord,
You're not
that
following
man.
Che on Instagram.
You're not really living.
Your life is not complete.
Jay, formerly of Hover.
You should off yourself.
You should just off yourself.
Why'd we stop saying that to people, by the way?
You should off yourself.
Yeah. Just kill
Because
yourself.
someone actually
now.
did it.
If you've never been to a Tool live show, you should just kill yourself now. But yeah, so what was I gonna say?
All right, quick,
Now,
let's
see,
lock
this
him
is
out.
when I- yeah.
Why the fuck does your drummer send me a goddamn text message right now? Does he not know what the fuck I do on a Tuesday?
Do you not know what I do for? Do any of y'all know what the
Every
hell I do for a
goddamn
living?
fucking Tuesday, I do a podcast for 385 weeks.
This isn't
and
just
now he
about
sends me
Chris,
a text
by
message.
the way. This is he does
All
this
right.
every time.
I'll
someone sends
text him
a
on your
message.
behalf so you can continue to host your show.
You know
I
what?
hope he's listening live.
How about that?
That'd be funny.
I don't know if he is or not.
No, because I actually got just 4 text messages all at once. I'm like, you
Okay,
son
here
of
we
a
go. I want
bitches.
to do this real quick here. Text Dustin.
What? I wanted to go into your rants.
Hold on, I want to set you off on one.
You son of a bitch. Don't you know we've done this show for
Hey man, what's up? What's up? What are you up to tonight? Yeah, okay. Yeah. All right. So yeah, my rant.
You didn't even put the first rant in here we
I
talked
forgot
about.
the first. Oh, the first one's kind of private.
Oh, we're not going to get into that?
Yeah, let's just say.
Can I rant about it?
No.
I'll say it's my rant.
Yeah, you could say. I think it's not just a problem of mine. I think it happens on a regular basis to a lot of men.
Like what?
Matt Thomas, say you've got a T-shirt collection
Okay.
A lot of bands.
of a bunch of local bands.
Okay,
bunch
I
of
do.
Rock and
Oh,
roll bands
it
you
doesn't
like.
have to be just local.
Oh yeah, just
It
any,
can be
any
anyone.
band. any
Okay,
band.
yeah.
And
You have a lady friend over.
you have a lady friend over,
Yeah.
and y'all do some business.
You have a drinking problem, so a lot of times you don't remember the things that happen.
Okay, well that's part
I'm
of
playing
it.
along
part of
even
that
though
too,
I
so-
don't, but yeah, okay.
But you guys,
Matt's just projecting.
you guys do the business, and then y'all are laying there naked, and she's like, you know what? I'm gonna put a T-shirt on. I'm gonna grab one of your T-shirts, put it on. So she grabs your, your favorite Iron Maiden shirt.
Or Hoof. Or Spectacle. Or Dillinger Escape Plan.
Okay.
And
Or
she-
Rush or whoever.
No, I haven't had a Rush one still.
I have a
Stone
I have a
Temple
Rush
Pilots.
one. Yeah.
Pearl
and then
Jam.
she's wearing it around the house, being all cutesy, and then she ends up leaving with it.
And you forget about it
You
because
forget about it.
you're drunk and stuff half the time and wanting to die anyway.
But then
And you see her a little bit later
uh,
on Facebook.
you hop up Facebook or Instagram, and there's all these selfies of her in your shirt. That's one of your favorite band shirts, and that's the last time you ever see that shirt again.
After you were told by that female friend or female friends or male friend, if you're into that too.
This still tastes like asshole.
It does. It does.
This
I was
is a
just
terrible
about to say
beer.
that.
I don't think it's that bad.
Fuck you, Martin House.
Here, you can have this, man.
Here.
You can have all
Pass
mine.
it.
Yeah.
I'll drink it.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I like it.
Dude,
That
the
tastes like
carbonation in it
swamp
is
ass.
asshole. Go ahead
So,
and pour that much.
but
Smells good. I just smelled it.
yeah,
My palate's not the same as you guys. I don't
you've
have to
been
try as
told,
many of
hey, you
these as
dress like
do.
a 15-year-old. You wear band shirts and Vans too much. Buy that person, your lady friend,
But then she steals your shirt and wears it everywhere.
and goes post selfies.
like all the time in it.
And this is not one. This has happened. Women are the thieves. They're the thieves of souls.
Would
Sorry,
would they get mad if I stole their capris and started wearing them around?
The crop
Why
tops.
would you?
Their yoga pants? Let me go
No.
grab your favorite pair of
Lululemon?
yoga pants. Your Lululemon.
Is it Lululemon or Lulumons?
I don't know, whatever it is.
Or
Yeah.
Lularoe. Yeah, that's what.
And
it is.
please, women,
Lulu-
please
Lululemon
don't stop
leggings,
wearing those. By the way,
Yeah,
we appreciate.
But you know how good my ass would look in your yoga
Oh,
pants?
that'd be good. I'd like to see Dustin's ass in her yoga pants.
I got a good ass.
So are you asking, would I be upset if that happened to me?
Yes.
If it was,
I'd
if it was
kill
one
the
of my
bitch.
favorite ones and it was a rare T-shirt, yeah, I would be. Especially if it was one that I got at a concert because you can't buy that shit in stores.
Let's say it's a circa, I don't know, 1996 Hagfish shirt
Yeah,
or a Hagfish hockey jersey.
yeah. Like I said, it's one that's
Yeah.
like super rare that
Yeah.
the chances are little to none that you could ever get it replaced. Yeah, I'd
Right.
be upset about that.
Their local band was able to afford hockey jersey merch.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
Hagfish
sure.
went through a whole phase where they did
Didn't the Toadies do one?
a
Then again,
basketball
the
jersey,
Toadies did, yeah.
a baseball jersey, and a hockey jersey.
Yeah.
It was the late 90s, so people cared more about local music,
Yeah.
I guess.
They cared more about life back then.
Yeah,
It's
no one
like
cares.
now it's like
There you go. High five.
Fucking A.
No one cares now.
Excellent.
Okay, so you
Yeah.
wouldn't care.
Pippin that.
Or,
No.
or you do
Jordan.
care.
No, I'd be upset.
What would you do to her? Kill her?
I'd tie her up.
No,
put her in a closet.
I'd be pissed at first, but then I'd just get over it.
Would you put her in a shed? Chain her up?
No,
Okay.
even though I
Would
know
you
you like
s-
to pick that alternate reality.
Would you
with
grab
me.
her by the tail and swing her up against a oak tree?
Would you turn her
What
into
species are you talking about? The tail?
Oh, never
Yeah.
mind. That's what was it?
Unless you're talking about like mutant bitches or something.
Bigfoot's dad.
Sasquatch?
What? Huh?
That's what a Bigfoot is. Sasquatch.
Yeah.
another
We
word.
also have a buddy that's called Bigfoot.
Yes, I know this.
His dad.
Oh.
We have a theory that his dad used to kill like armadillos. Was it?
Again, smashing their head against
Smash, like whipping them up onto a.
Would you turn her into insulation in your shed?
Good
Who?
gosh,
Are you talking
man.
about Miss September here?
No, whoever
What?
stole your shirt.
Why would you kill Miss September?
Oh, I didn't know he was asking about context, man.
I'm just
Shit.
saying, whoever stole your shirt, would you put her as insulation to your shed?
No,
Put her
because
behind the sheetrock.
because the dungeon is complete.
Oh.
I have no more
Would you put her in a
need for
crawl
additional
space?
insulation. I don't have one.
Would you dig one up and then put one in there
No, I have better things to do with holes dug in my
with
backyard.
girls' bodies?
Nobody cares that much about finding places.
Yeah,
with
like
bodies
plant a
as
garden
you
that my
do,
girlfriend
Matt.
wants us to have, or something like that. Or,
Yeah.
or an eventual hot tub or something.
That should be a new reality show. Hide a body. I think I'd be bad at it. I'd be really bad at it because I'd get drunk or
And
would
lazy,
eat some
just like,
edibles.
"This is
and
good enough."
You know what? Yeah, we're good here. Let's go, Brian. It's cool. Well, her
It's all
foot's still.
good.
Or you can still see her
Yeah.
foot. I don't know. Can you? Looks like a stump.
Raccoon will come by.
Which-
and fix that.
Yeah.
Not off.
I was
Let's
gonna say
just
it's a
go.
Halloween decoration. There you go.
You hungry, man? Oh, I could eat. Let's get out of here. Fuck this.
I'm tired of digging. Let's just.
Yeah,
find
we'd
a
lose.
dumpster.
I would lose.
So let's
Nobody
rant
looks
about
through those.
cops.
Oh my cop rant. That one's. I'm wondering. Okay,
I
so
haven't
the
seen
federal
cops.
government. You haven't.
No, I see them every once in a while.
So the federal government gives us aid from this global
AIDS.
pandemic. Not AIDS, but probably if you're a conspiracy theorist.
Fauci.
That's what that injection's going to be for your COVID.
I just want to tell you that
They're going to.
Hey, what'd you say, Brian?
What?
Did you say Fauci?
He fucked up the AIDS. shit
What's he
back in the
bought into
80s.
now? Do we think?
What? He helped. He killed a bunch of gay people back. in
And
the
what do we
80s.
think he's bought into now?
What do you
That's the
bought
conspiracy.
into?
The theory is that he's bought into
I mean, there's
COVID,
there's so
the
many.
vaccine.
Oh, okay.
That's
yeah,
why.
yeah, yeah.
That's why the division with him and
AstraZeneca or one of the
Orange
other
Devil.
big pharma companies
Yeah.
that's developing
yeah.
one.
So
That's-
we keep
that's
getting
not
to altitude and then dropping it and getting back.
No.
It's like
we're free to move around the cabin.
okay. So no, my rant is so we get federal aid, right? Student loans I think got postponed or dropped. The rates got dropped. There was rent relief
Yeah,
and all that.
deferrals, yeah.
Deferrals, rent deferrals. There was also some stimulus checks sent out, which have they done the second round or they're just still it got held up by Congress being
Congress
dick offs.
won't fucking
Yeah.
get this shit together.
So that's all good. But when you get to a state level, like state troopers and city police officers and like traffic cops,
Mhm.
why are we still giving non-moving violations right now? Especially for registrations that cost, and you have to get an inspection. You're talking about fucking like
Now,
almost.
Texas is trying to get rid of the inspection thing.
Well, my point is, why
think I heard that
why
on
are we
Ed
still
Wallace's
unless you're driving well over the speed limit, like 5 miles an hour and up, they should not be given fucking well, they shouldn't be doing non moving violations. Period. And honestly, they should probably be chill unless you're speeding in the school zone, drunk and smoking crack, you know, or speeding well over 10 miles an hour on a freeway or something like that. They should calm the fuck down.
Or you could drive like a normal person.
True, and get your registration.
Here's
and
the
everything
thing:
too.
is
okay,
growing
hey,
up, going to punk shows.
don't
I
worry
was
about
like, I
paying
hate the
rent,
cops.
Dustin.
But
Don't
I
worry
don't-
about paying rent, but you better goddamn pay for that registration of that vehicle you have,
Well, why are
and you
they,
better fucking get that thing inspected.
Why don't they come after all these people that are running red
That's my
lights
rant.
like crazy, driving all over the road because suddenly no one gives a shit about basic driving laws since
No.
we're still
Man,
under
that went out
quote
the window
unquote
for a while.
quarantine
Now that
and speeding like fucking crazy. Go
That-
after those people.
yeah, no,
You have to
no.
see them do that though.
we got to bust the guy
would
that
mean
has
more
that's
cops
1
on the
month
road,
over
and
on his
y'all
inspection.
Just bitch about that if there's so many cops everywhere. So there's no happy medium with you guys.
True,
How
there's
about you
not,
just
man.
go about your day and not
Yeah.
drive the speed limit and not leave
Be
early,
responsible and stuff.
leave early, and drive the speed limit.
Be
Listen to some
responsible.
podcasts. Listen to some music, and don't elicit the fucking the fucking target of the cops. Again,
The
I grew up.
target of the
I grew up
cops.
listening to punk rock, and I was taught to hate the cops. But also, I live my life in a way where I have minimal interaction with the cops as possible.
Which is smart.
The
to
last
do.
2 things I ever got were red light violations. One in North Richmond Hills. Thank you very much. Like, and that the red light, but also, like, I get it. I'm not blind to the issues with cops, but also I live my life in a way
Like there's no
where
tomorrow.
I don't ever have to interact with them. And
That's
I'm
the
like,
best theory. That's what you should do. Right.
so do that. I'm like, yeah, you can complain about this and that. I get it. There's legit, but also I'm like, you personally, as advice to a human being,
Try to get it taken care
do
of.
everything you don't go to some fucking, if you like, every time as a kid, when I would go to like a punk rock show at a house, I would just in my head just count down. I'm like, cops are going to show up at some point because we're loud as fuck and we're in a fucking neighborhood because nobody thought this out. And then the cops show up and all these punk rockers hate that the cops show up. I go, yeah, of course, because nobody here fucking owns a home. And like, and I don't care how cool your neighbors are, you know, one of them is going to be pissed off and they're going to call the cops and there's going to be like 30 to 50 kids in here, you know, a lot of them smoking weed, drinking beer, underage. Oh, it's just prime for cops to show up. So I'd never had fun at these punk rock house shows because I knew there was a countdown timer of when the cops were going to show up and bust up the good time. So I would have maybe a couple beers, but I would also be ready to fucking go. Like I did a house show in like a couple of years ago, JT Habersad's Comedy Fest.
Check some emails real
and
quick.
we did. Oh, you fucking asshole! I did a comedy house show in
not
Katy,
wrong.
Texas, and so it was me. Bishka Shabali was there. This other comic who's British but lives in Houston, and so we opened up the show, and there were like 4 punk bands, and I was just kind of like, oh man, I'm so glad I'm going up first because I was driving back home that night, so I had like a 4-hour drive ahead of me. So I had 2 Natty Lights, and then I realized Natty Lights are Natty Lights, so I had 2 more Natty Lights, and I was just like, all right. And then I drove home. Next day I found out that like 30 minutes after I left, the cops showed up and busted a garage-based punk house show in the middle of a residential neighborhood, and I was just like, of course they did that. But then you have all these punks that are like, fuck the cops. I'm like, yeah, because it's a Sunday
Here you go, man.
goddamn
You can have
night.
the rest of this, Thomas.
And we have.
I don't want any more.
What is
Nick.
this? What?
It's a Sunday night, and you're playing
I don't even
loud
know what we're
music
talking about
out of your.
anymore.
Where
It
are
started
we?
off with my rant.
I know, and I
I don't-
co-opted it.
how
You
is
want-
that
you want some taste
non-moving
of
Now
your
we're
own
at a
medicine?
punk show. We're at some
But
punk
no.
show.
This is
house
where
show.
this is where cops grow to hate the cops because they busted up their house show when they don't give a fuck. They have no fucking respect for the neighbors that live next to that house. And I'm sorry, I'm
This
an
is
adult
amazing.
now. You know, and I'm just like, this is where I'm like, punk rock's fun, but also it's better at a venue than at a house. It just is.
I don't know,
'Cause
man. I like
there's
punk. Man, house
a
shows
mic-
had a lot to like. We were
House
pretty
shows are
heavily,
cool.
They were
yeah, we were pretty
fine,
heavily
but
involved
you
in house
also
shows.
were-
Steadfast never played any though.
Did
No, we
you live
always
in a
wanted to.
house next to a house that had punk shows when you weren't
When
a
I was
punk rocker?
in Denton, yeah. When I
Oh,
lived in Denton and
Denton's
shit,
not a
yeah.
real city, so whatever.
Oh, he's about to fucking deck
Oh,
you.
here we go. Here we go again.
Denton's not a real city.
No.
Anyways, I just
That is
think
his mecca.
All
if
right.
the cops bust up your punk house show, it's not the cops' fault. It's the neighbors that don't want loud music and they have to work in the fucking morning. So, anyways, Matt, you're saying you hate the cops?
No, I didn't say I hate the cops. I just said, hey, why are we focusing
You have
on
in the
non-moving
past.
violence? What? Do what?
You have said you hated cops in the
Eh,
past.
you know,
Yeah.
depends.
And how much of that was
I haven't
your
had
fault?
many. I haven't had many positive experiences
saying.
with them, except one where the guy saved my life out in the parking lot of.
I have a
of,
question for you.
Taps.
I have a question for you.
Oh,
Remind
yeah.
me. I have a question for you after your next rant that you need to.
Well, that's
apologize
that's
for.
all my ranting that I was going
Well,
to
you
do.
have an apology here.
Oh yeah. Okay. So I've gotten some messages about this is back to the ticket. We should just become a ticket podcast show. Like we follow up their shows. Oh, there's like 7 of those.
Oh,
Never
yeah.
mind.
Yeah, there's. A
But
ton of them. Let's review what they did today.
So yeah. Well, that's what a lot of people text me about because
Yeah, stupid.
Julie did a music like
Today.
Which, honestly, I'm done with that whole thing in the morning anyway. I don't give a shit what any of them listen to. It's all
I'm
cliche.
interested.
It's pretty much all cliche though. You haven't heard anything. It's like, wow, I never thought of like, you know what I mean?
If you know
I
the
think
host, then
Wolanski
you know what
maybe.
they're into.
Yeah. Didn't he do one that was
Need to
semi
play-
interesting?
Need
But
to
for
play
the most
Call
part,
of Duty with Wolanski again.
what?
We keep going.
When did you play Call of Duty with him?
Years ago.
Is he good?
No.
Kill streaks?
No.
All right. So anyway, I got a bunch of texts saying, you listening to what's going on the ticket? And I was
You just stealing shit now?
yeah, that's the one we're about to try though. You might as well get that out.
You might as well get it out. Yeah.
So, but anyway, I got a lot of messages saying, "Why do you hate Julie?" And you're always ripping the ticket because of Julie and all this. Do you really hate her? I don't hate Julie, and she's good. She has a pleasant voice and everything. I'm just, opinionated and jealous of her. Like I'm jealous because she has a radio job, and that's what I went to school for.
Yeah.
And now radio's dead.
Right, and I like all people. So yeah.
Cannot lie.
Yeah, but I don't hate anyone. I think hate is bad. Hate leads. Wait, is it fear?
Fear leads to hate. Hate leads to no. I'm sorry.
Anger.
Fear leads to anger. Anger leads
Fingering?
to hate.
What?
Hate leads to suffering.
And fear is the mind killer.
Where did fingering come in?
I don't think
I said
anybody's
fear.
fingering anything.
Oh,
Not
I thought I
finger.
heard finger.
I
No.
don't think we're
like-
fingering anybody.
So yeah,
Yes.
Julie, thanks for listening to the podcast show, and I don't hate you, and neither does Dustin, and I don't think Thomas does.
I never did say I hated her.
Breckenridge, he might.
I don't listen.
Let
to the
me
ticket.
taste that other one while I'm asking you a question.
Is it a serious question?
It is a serious question.
Podcasts are inherently a show, Matt. Yes.
They are.
No, really?
So what is that?
Because
Podcast.
there is my cup's up there.
Serendipity.
See, I'm worried if we're mixing. Like, we
It's
need a.
all right. It's all
You
good.
can mix
We're
beer.
We
fine.
got to get a real bar out here where we can wash out our glasses and stuff.
Yeah. We need to get plumbing out here and a restroom and whatever. So
Where's my glass?
my
Oh,
question
let's
is
have that. Yes, sir.
to you
I'm listening.
is you have had a lot of involvement with the cops when you had a skateboard.
Oh yeah,
That was when you were skating.
most of them actually. That and basketball.
If you see a gentleman running down the street with an AR-15,
Did you guys talk about him last week too?
and no, this happened the night we did our show.
Oh, okay.
You see a guy running down the street with an AR-15, and you just found out he shot someone in the head, and you have your skateboard. Are you gonna run up on that fucker with a skateboard and try to knock him out?
No, I'm gonna go try to get a blowjob from the bearded dude that's like 25
in the
feet
background? What's with that photo?
What? No. Is that real?
It's got to be because I
Yeah.
zoomed in.
Yeah, I did too. Me and
And
Seth
I'm all
studied
looking, and I'm
that
like,
thing. Yeah.
So
Dude.
what's happening? I didn't see.
I'll show
this
you
thing.
here. You know what? I'll show you right now.
In one of the pictures where the guy that what was his name? That Kyle Rittenhouse guy
Yeah.
shoots the skateboard guy that's fixed to
Yeah,
hit him in the head.
Yeah, in Kenosha.
Right when he shoots him, there is a cell phone image from the opposite side of the street from where you've seen a lot of the footage. There's one from the opposite side. And in the background is a dude getting a blowjob in the middle of the riot in the very, very back.
That's rock and roll, baby. Yeah.
Yeah. And
See,
I'm like, what the
I've
fuck?
listened to like a lot of podcasts that are like describing, like New York Times reported this thing and all that. Like, but no one's mentioned that. Probably because it's just, I'm not listening
I don't know
to
if
any
he
comedy
really
podcasts
is.
that are dissecting it, but it really looks like it.
God damn it. It really looks like it. And
It looks
made
real.
me
It doesn't
laugh.
look photoshopped to me.
No.
But the thing is, when it's that grainy and stuff, you can do a lot of crazy stuff.
Yeah.
And if you're the guy that did that, genius,
Yeah.
pure genius.
Or maybe you're just getting a blowjob and
Who's
all of
gonna
a sudden
stop
some
you?
dude gets shot in front of you and you're like, oh
Like,
shit.
hey, no one's gonna care about this
Here you
blowjob
go.
because there's
I found it.
bullets.
Go ahead and look at that picture. You tell me.
Oh wait. Oh, okay. Hold on. Okay, I see the bottom where. Okay, now I gotta find out
Where they
it is.
enhanced it. There's no pixel distortion in that, like someone just photoshopped
It's a dude
it
with
in.
a beard blowing a guy that's probably got a shaved head, and that is an ass. His pants are
That is
down.
an ass.
And it's like,
All right, here
wow.
You guys, here you go.
That's-
Right there. You pour me
That's
some.
fucking hilarious.
It's fucking hilarious.
and not just the picture, the whole scenario is hilarious. Like us, him shooting those people. It's all funny to me.
I don't
It's
understand
great.
why you just that dude just shot someone. Why would you chase him down?
I don't understand. Like,
Because defund the police.
how did that not
We need
scare
to
the
protect the
guy's
town.
dong out of the man's mouth? It seems like he'd be like, "Whoa,
Whoa.
yeah,
As you're
'Cause
popping
you-
off shots.
yeah, but yeah."
Or the other guy might bite down.
Maybe they're deaf.
Oh,
Now you're onto something.
All right, you want to go ahead and tell Martin House thank you for the third beer that we're doing here?
Indeed.
We're on a
That we
Martin
paid
House
for?
night. This is Serendipity.
What is serendipity?
We'd like to thank
Tasting
Martin
a part
House.
of it.
Sour
we
seasoned
have to split
pears and
that,
grape
Matt.
mist. is
Actually,
what
we're
it
about
says.
up on our commercial break anyway.
That one
so.
sounds. That one tastes fantastic.
But yeah, thank you,
I like
Martin
this.
House, for letting us. What was it called again?
I'm purchasing your beer.
Serendipity.
Yeah, letting us
Serendipity.
purchase your beer. Serendipity's really good. We
Sarah's
approve it.
dicking me.
Whoa. I don't think that's what Martin House called it, sir.
They didn't call it that.
Serendipity sour saison with pears and grape mist. Made
You
in
say
Texas.
sour saison?
Made in
Sorry, look at me.
Texas by Texans.
Yeah.
100%
So
alcohol by volume.
right now, I want to talk to the bands, Dustin.
Which bands?
I'll talk to your band right now. Actually, you probably already have these cables. You know what steps up your sound game, Dustin?
I know what steps up your sound game.
Like puts it on another level. You want to sound like Pearl Jam?
You want to sound like Pink Floyd? You want
wanna
to sound like Weezer?
What about Elvis Presley?
Yep. Go with Geist Note.
I don't know about that.
Oh yeah. There you go.
You got to
Geist
go
Note.
with Geist Note.
Geist Note.
Geist Note.
Before there were cables, there was Geist Note.
Geist Note. They custom make your cables, Matt Thomas.
I know this.
Yes.
I know the man who runs it too.
That's
They
you're not-
wrap
well,
them.
okay, time out. Dude, when we're doing advertisement, you can't say we're friends with the people that we're advertising.
Yeah.
What difference does it
What's
make?
wrong
You
with
guys
you,
are
man?
still
Do
getting
they have any
revenue.
solutions for
You know what?
comedians?
You're going to get into our back pocket, and I'm going to hit you up for money that Geist Note, Geist Notes or Oats. It's
Well,
Geist Note
Geist notes.
And I didn't say
that they owe us.
I said I knew. I didn't say you guys knew.
You know what else Geist Note cables are good for, Matt Thomas and Dustin Schneider and
Hanging
Brian
yourself
Brecken?
from the rafters.
Sticking up
Hanging
your
one
ass.
of your friends
From the rafters.
from the rafters,
Tying one of your friends up and
giving him a
torturing
fear
them.
boner. What?
Hanging by a fear boner?
Anyway, hey, you shit bands
Geist
that
note.
suck.
BDSM edition.
If
go-
you don't want
you
to
gonna
suck
get-
anymore,
Don't go to Guitar Center to get your fucking
clear
cables.
your fucking live wires. Those are dumb.
You're never
Don't go
going to
to-
get laid.
Because then you have to deal with a Guitar Center employee. And I wouldn't wish that on my worst fucking enemy.
There you go. So yeah, get Geist Note cables.
Those guys are chill.
They're awesome. They'll do customizations and all kinds of cool shit. It's
Yes.
a higher grade cable, and we love you,
Dude, they're really fucking good cables, and you don't have to worry about things breaking. They sound golden. Listen to my voice. Listen how good my voice
So what about
is. Listen,
Victor Wrench?
Listen.
Yes.
Listen.
What?
Take your speaker.
Wait. We have a question here from Matt Thomas.
Well, we'll do that next week.
Okay. I was just asking.
Hey, ladies. I want you to lay down on your speaker. All right. So before we jump into Matt Thomas here, because this is that segment, I would like to preview. We have a game coming up here shortly.
A game?
That y'all three are going to play, and I'm going to host. I'm going to be the Bob Barker of this. But until then, Matt Thomas,
Dustin Schneider.
welcome to the show for the 300th time.
Mm-hmm.
We've had 385 shows, and you've been on 300 of them. But this one's important. You've decided to say,
Finally, an important episode.
fuck this Josh and the Jet Noise bullshit. I'm going solo.
I am making my solo debut. That is correct.
And you have sent us over some songs. Let's
Yes.
talk about this. What lit the fire under your ass for this?
All right. Well, as you guys know, Josh and the Jet Noise has been on hiatus. We're still officially a band until
I think
hell, I don't know.
I think every band is on it.
Yeah, until COVID
Yeah.
eventually subsides and the clubs reopen. Anyway,
You can play at
but
a parking lot.
considering that there aren't any shows going on, and I didn't want to just stay dormant, so I actually had a couple songs in my back pocket that I've always wanted to record, and I just thought to myself, with this downtime, since there's not any live shows going on, why don't I just make my own album? My equivalent to the temple here at my house, the dungeon, is now complete.
Which you just opened. You just got it going.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yep. And 2 weeks ago, I recorded the main drum tracks, and I just finished all the instrumental tracks within the last week or so, including vocals. So yes, my debut is actually going to be under the Robotuner synonym, which you guys have known me by for quite some time, 2005 to be exact.
I'll always call you Matt, just so you know.
Well, that's how you were introduced to me, so that makes sense.
Good.
Yeah. And the title is going to be Greetings, because I always start off my videos or podcasts by greetings.
I was wondering if
Oh,
that's what it's
good.
going to be called.
Yeah.
Because that's what the
Nice.
folder was called you sent me.
Yeah.
Greetings. I was like, that's pretty
The only
nice.
thing that's lacking now is a cover photo, which I'm going to do at my house.
Well, don't do a photo shoot because the photos won't come out for 6 months after you take the pictures.
Why do you say
no,
that?
No. That's because ours are waiting on.
I'm just bitching.
We have media things that are waiting on that. We can't.
It's
talk
another
about right now.
rant.
So, do you need
kidding.
a photo shoot done? Are you going to lay on a bearskin rug like Burt Reynolds? I'll come over and shoot that.
Ooh, that'd be awesome.
you
I
couldn't
actually
get
did
banned
invite
from
you over
Facebook.
for this weekend to come
No.
check it out.
No, Dustin doesn't come over for the photo shoot unless you do Burt Reynolds. That's the deal.
I'll put you on a bearskin rug and shoot you all day long.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't know if I'm comfortable in seeing it with him seeing me in that fashion, though.
How about? Yeah, that's it. It's kind of weird. How about you in yoga pants? I'm getting a request in the
No,
Yoga
it's
chat
pants?
room that
It's you, Dustin.
I need to
Thomas.
wear yoga
yeah,
pants.
when we go to L.A.
Oh,
I have red track
We're having
pants.
enchiladas.
That's about the
doing a
closest I have.
podcast.
That and or some. I have some red sweats.
I'm gonna wear yoga pants. Put a potato in my pants
What, in the front or back?
in the front. Well, I don't know.
And say, morning, ladies.
Morning, ladies.
What?
As I walk by the fish market. Anyway,
You ever thought about playing a show and just saying it's a political protest? Because I don't think that's a loophole that no one's utilizing.
Like an actual live show, not
Actual
a stream,
this
online
for
stream.
You, any and every band out there, play a show. Because also think about it. What show you been to where politics isn't part of the equation?
are you talking
let
about?
alone being at a bar. I'm saying bars
Uh-huh.
and venues can all open up under the political. This is a political event banner loophole.
Well, isn't
They
that what
can
the
do
old
that
guy at
right now.
at
the rail.
Rails
Rail Club.
doing? Rail Club?
Well, don't be
Like-
but there won't be any meth heads there running shit. So, I saw a picture of the
all right,
guy.
that's
I'm
Brian
just like,
Dot
Yeah.
Breckenridge at
yeah,
gmail.com.
we are fans of the
good
Rail
luck
Club.
with that.
We've played there at the
are.
Rail Club. We have
Yeah,
friends
we-
that work there.
I could,
But
and I don't think I would do that, Brian. I could see that
all
backfiring
you have
pretty
to do
quickly.
is between every song is just be like, fuck politics, and it becomes a political event.
Because I have tons of friends that I may not necessarily agree with their political views, but if I tried to
I like
stage and
Use-
act like that,
I like
and
what's
pass
happening
off as a
here,
live
Dustin.
show, they may boycott
no,
me and
all
say,
you have
I
to
don't want
say
to
is-
have anything to
no.
do with your music.
I just
Oh,
said
damn.
all you
All
have
it does
to
is
say
hurt me.
is fuck politics.
Maybe
That's
you and I can take a break.
that's
now. We'll just walk out. Let them
very.
carry
I
on.
It's
like
either
this.
apolitical or anti-political.
You
It's-
guys should
it's
start a
vague.
podcast.
It's
No.
vague. And I was messaging.
I like your-
I was
I like-
messaging
I'm feeling
Alan
what you're
Brown.
doing, yeah.
I was messaging
I like
Alan
this.
Brown. I was just like,
Yeah.
Mass could reopen if we just say every show's a political event, and just be like, oh no, it is.
Or you're having a rodeo.
Because what music show or bar have you ever been to where
Or
politics
have a
was
mechanical
never
bull
discussed?
in your venue.
I just want
You're
to.
talking about Billy Bob's and the.
I just want to
and
go to a
Dickies.
bar one night to realize I
Dickies
kind
is
of
opening
fucking hate
for
bars,
a show.
but I need to see it
I
and
think.
experience it
Or
and
is it the
hate it.
rodeo?
So I'll be good. We're not going back for like 4 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny.
well,
So
I
what is
miss
this?
what I hate.
Dickies is opening up for something I saw on the news the other day. I don't know if it's the actual rodeo or if it's an actual
No,
concert.
PBR.
Is it PBR?
Yeah, they're doing PBR in,
Right.
in pockets. Yeah,
So
and it was this past weekend.
oh, it already happened.
Yeah.
Damn, we're supposed to cover that.
Yeah, not this year.
Yeah. Do we still get the free beer at the bar at over the stadium?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, then we're
Yeah.
good.
So that was one of my big big reasons for recording this album because number one,
I
the
forgot we were
hiatus,
talking
and
about that.
I didn't want to be dormant, and considering that there's really no public places that we can perform live. So yeah,
Unless
that's why
it's a
I'm taking
political
this.
event.
That's why I'm taking this opportunity to record.
No, it totally makes sense. It's
and
the
it-
perfect time to do
That's a
it.
novel idea.
I-
Man, we should have thought of that, Dustin.
There's a hard drive full of shit right now.
And here's the thing too. This is actually I'm labeling this a comedy album. I mean, you guys know my weird,
well,
off the wall sense of humor, and it's filled. My
Right.
songs are filled with that.
Yeah,
well, there's some classics on here that are comedy.
Yeah, that's another thing.
Yeah.
3 of the songs on here are old as hell. One I wrote
Yeah.
when I was 18, one I wrote when in my
Yeah.
20s, and one I wrote within the last 7 years.
When did you write the one about pedophilia?
I don't have one about that. You listened to the
Way
wrong.
to interpret art.
Have you even
there,
listened to my
Matt.
tracks, man?
Yeah, we were listening to it actually before you showed up.
What about the one about the little girl in the park?
There's not one about that either.
What
And
about the song about
Unless-
cancer, testicular cancer, and
What?
you know,
I don't have any songs that deal directly or indirectly about cancer.
what about the anti-Semitic one that you had?
Unless you're
That's
talking about my auto-tune song, you guys, I just want to tell you that you have it. But that's
Okay,
not on my album.
I guess AIDS is funny. Yeah, no, we're well, I'm fucking with you.
Yeah,
man.
I know.
So which one was the one you wrote when you were 18?
My first song.
which kicks off after you do an introduction,
Yes, I do.
which is awesome. Spoken word introduction,
Yeah.
and then you do.
Was it the last band that did that was Queens of the Stone Age, I think, right? Didn't they do a
No,
the
there's probably been more bands,
well, I mean, the last one that I listened to.
You
was
know what
the-
inspired me to do
Songs
that?
for the Deaf?
Eminem.
Yeah.
It's like 20 years old now.
Is that album 20 years old
It's
now?
getting there.
It's one of those.
Songs of the Deaf?
Yeah.
That came out in 02,
So the
I
feel
thought.
good hit of the
Yeah,
summer.
18.
02, 18
Good
years.
gosh, man. Where's the rope?
Good ass fucking album.
We don't
That is
have
good
rope.
album.
We have guys no cables.
That's right.
Yeah.
Best thing Dave Grohl ever.
Which are way more durable.
We're probably gonna get. We're not getting paid on
Yeah.
this one. I don't think.
So the only track on there that you haven't heard, Dustin, that I recorded yesterday is actually one that's kind of like an introduction to my very last song on there. But that'll be on the finished product. But yeah, I did an introduction and I did an epilogue to end. The,
I see the
I haven't heard
epilogue,
the
and you
epilogue.
have an intermission.
Yeah, and
which
an
I love
intermission.
the intermission. The intermission's great. So you've got your old songs, David Hasselhoff.
And Chuck Norris, yeah, which is on my YouTube page.
Which is awesome.
Rosedale
And then
Girl is
Rosedale
also.
Girl.
Yeah, that's also on my YouTube.
Is that about
That's the
the
one
first
about the
time you rented
prostitute.
a hooker?
Or that's the one about prostitution, yes.
Is that the
Yes.
one about the hooker you killed?
There's no death in that. There's an arrest, but there's nothing about death. You guys already asked
Is
me
this
that.
when you got arrested for?
You know, the first time I found out how to
Proposition
check
for
out.
Because when I got busted, when I went back to replace last night, I got busted by the police.
Do you remember my buddy Matt?
Baker?
Okay, edit. But yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I remember him.
He took me down to Rosedale. I was like, "You want to see how you can tell if they're cops or not?" He goes, "You got to show them your dick." And sure enough, we drove up to this nasty prostitute.
And you were arrested?
drunk. Maybe. No, I didn't. No. But yeah, sure enough, that's how you tell if they like if you're like, "Hey, here's my dick." That lets the prostitute know that you're not a cop, and then when they show you, then they'll usually pull a tit out or something like a sagger or something, and let you know that they're not or they're dicks.
Oh,
whatever.
know,
Yeah. My
So-
lyrical content on this song is more tongue in cheek, if anything. I mean,
There's not a lot of prostitution on Rosedale anymore.
Yeah, I think it's moved a little bit. Now
North
it's
it's
Ruth
an easily
Snow.
identifiable street in the same neighborhood, though. So
North Main out front the Bearded Lady.
because if I named it Magnolia Girl, it
guessing.
might get some
That's
confusion.
South Main.
I know.
Is that?
But
Oh, what's?
I'm just
North
throwing
Main?
that out there.
The
Is that North
That's
Fork?
the-
north side.
Yeah,
God,
north
that's
side.
a long ass road. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Then
Main,
there's a lot
Main
of-
to me is like Mass and then 30, and I don't give a shit beyond that.
Yeah, there's a lot of prostitution activity too going on in Interlaken.
Interlaken?
Yeah, I haven't heard about
Arlington?
Lake
Yep.
Interlaken, where my grandma
Where the big ass
used to live.
Christmas light
Yep.
display is every year? That
Yeah,
little
man,
back
you get a two for
subcaption
one during
My
the
$2.
holidays.
grandma and granddad lived on Lake Interlaken my entire life, and they are you calling them whores?
What if you're driving through Interlochen, looking at Christmas lights,
Showing
and
your dick.
in the windows? It's
Show-
just a goddamn orgy
Hey,
happening.
you working? You working?
This seems pretty lit. In
So
more
this
than
is
one
where the
way.
cherry pit moved.
Nice.
You working over there?
That was fun
Yeah.
night in Vegas.
Yeah,
We need to go back to Vegas,
Yeah.
man.
that was
That was
before.
Interlaken, baby. You're just really fucked up.
Do you remember that?
What?
You working?
You working?
Yeah. When we were in Vegas last
Yeah.
year? Yes, I do.
You
I thought
working?
we were going to get to go to Vegas Part 2, and then COVID just slipped that unlubed
I know,
dong
to
right
New York.
inside our butt.
Luckily, I have my tickets insured.
I don't know if I'm going to be going next year.
Next August? Well, we'll see
Yeah,
if
I
the
might
shit
not be
passes up
going.
or not.
Don't know if
Yeah.
New York's going to be standing
I don't
next
know about
August.
Yeah, well, like I said, I have insurance on the tickets, so I won't get
Fuck
fucked
New
out of the
York.
300 something plus dollars I
Town with
bought
a
for
head
each
up its
one.
ass.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever.
So, anyways,
Never
we're
mind.
cruising
Yeah,
through
you say
here.
whatever because you haven't paid me. Neither has he.
I had a COVID
No,
exemption in my
I-
ticket purchase.
I actually had my money for you, and then COVID hit, and I was like, "What are we doing?"
You're like,
Uh-huh.
okay.
And
and
I had no idea what to do.
Yeah, and right after that is whenever they said it was rescheduled. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
back in May.
So I'll
Anyway.
still give you money whenever, but I just want to know what we're gonna do.
Yeah, it's all good.
So, you have Cardiff on here, which cracks me up. It's about
Yeah.
buying roller skates.
Roller skates, yes.
What was the song? I think it's my first song.
Yeah, that one actually.
Does Kurt Cobain know you stole that one?
That's one is very Nirvana-esque on purpose. That's the one I wrote when I was 18. And in fact, my band Tantrum, which you were at that show, that was the first show
CDX?
we played at CDX and is on my YouTube
That's
page
what
as
I
well.
thought that was. Yeah,
Yes.
it sounds.
I actually
very,
recorded that song. Nirvana-esque, yes.
What song? Aneurysm.
Yeah. Oh,
and there's a little bit of Toadie's Quitter in it.
Did you also hear the cough that I did after the scream I did at the beginning? That was on purpose. So if you guys
That's
have listened to any of Nirvana's With the Lights Out, their B tracks from the box set, one of the first recorded songs that Nirvana did when they were called Spank Through, Fecal Matter, was a song called Spank Through. And on that amateurish recording, you can hear Kurt Cobain coughing away from the mic.
And that was your tribute?
Yep.
Was the cough.
And I tried to sound as nasally as possible and make it sound like I was still a teenager. As an example.
So then you sent me, was it last night?
Are you going to play a sample of this at all?
Would you like to hear some songs?
Let's hear some
what
of
song?
this.
I don't want to play anything without his permission.
I don't want to blow the whole load here because I want people to
Whoa.
stream so I can get some
That must be the
residuals or
pedophilia song.
So
buy the album when it comes out.
We've been talking about this this first song, so we'll...
Yeah, you can play my first song.
Buy the album?
Yeah. I'm going to be releasing it digitally. This is not the final mix, by the way.
So when are you planning on having this done?
See, there it is.
So when do you plan on having this record done?
I'm ready to upload the tracks. I just got to take the picture and off to mastering it goes.
Who's mastering it?
I'm just going to have a third party do it.
It's not one of these little Fiverr jobs, is it?
No. It's actually through the company that I that I'm actually going to be submitting this through, that places it all on all the...
Because you don't need some stupid kid in there doing... just kind of using some stupid computer program to master it,
Yeah.
Doesn't really pay attention to it. So I recommend sending it to Butch Vig.
Butch Vig?
Yeah.
So what makes you think I can afford him, man? This is like a low-budget thing that I mixed on my own. I'm not trying to put
Texas Chainsaw Massacre
hundreds
was
of
low
hours
budget,
into this
okay?
or anything.
You really want to bring everything out.
I think Clerks. That was low budget.
Look
Yeah,
where
so
Kevin
happened.
Smith is now.
Oh, I know. He
This
did
might be your
all
launch
that
board.
himself too.
Yep. All right.
And I did all the mixing myself too, mixing and recording and all the instruments except for the drums. The drums are Chris Grusher from Josh and the Jet Noise.
Does he use a metronome?
No, we did not. We tried it, but we scrapped it. We just used it so that we could get the general BPMs per song, beats per minute.
I noticed he falls off quite a bit. Also with Josh and Jet Noise, he falls off a little bit.
Do you use a
He's probably
metronome?
listening right now.
I hope he is. So I'm waiting for my phone to blow up again. You son of a bitch.
Do you use a metronome on your podcast?
Sometimes I accidentally have it on whenever I first press record, then I'm like, shit, then I press the button really
technically,
quickly.
it's better to have a metronome going.
Susie's
during
guilty of the same
podcast.
thing.
We'd get more listeners if we did this the whole show.
Anyway,
You have a different tone on yours than I do.
I do. Well,
I
I
don't
have
need
I have deaf guitarists that I'm recording with that need it higher pitched.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Those lower registers doesn't quite...
No, they need it higher pitched and loud as shit.
Yeah, that's another reason why I wanted to do this on my own, because like I said, I didn't want to spend a lot of money or involve a lot of different hands, and plus I just used the tools that I had. I didn't use a single amp on this. I just used the virtual ones in Logic Pro.
I was going to ask you what all you used, because that bass tone sounds like a Logic.
It's the Ampeg.
It is.
Yeah, it's the Ampeg
copy.
amp model. And then the guitars, there are a couple of different, well, I use different ones for every song. I mean, the main ones, like I use the Orange and Marshall combo on Harpy, the one you played at the intro of the show. And then I used the Vox on a couple of them, and I think the Marshall on Cardiff.
Now, Chris did tell me a story about Harpy, about how it just came out in the studio.
Yeah, I was just fucking around. I was telling him, you know what? I'd really like to do like a stoner metal type of song. And then I just started fucking around with that riff, and that's what the song became. And it's just that same riff over and over again. It came together in one day. And I did the solo, but just very sophomorically. I'm not really a lead guitarist by any means. Like I said, I just wanted to do something simple.
So you got 12 tracks. Hopefully in September it will be widely available to download.
Yep, digitally. I'm not going any physical media for this one.
No physical media. So I can't get a vinyl version.
Shit, the site that I went through, I actually looked at the vinyl options. Their minimum's $100, and it costs like $1,600 for duplication. I'm like, fuck that. If anything,
count.
I would only want like 4 or 5 and like raffle them off or something.
Did that count platter setup?
I don't know. I didn't look at the details.
Because if it did, that's actually a pretty good deal. Because last time I checked, it was about 3,200 for 100.
Yeah, there's no way I'd
Once
make my money
everything's
back
done.
on it, though. There's no way.
You can't be in this for the money, man. You're in it for the art. For the art.
You got to make a decision.
It is for the art, but shit, I got a kid I got to raise, a mortgage to
Art.
pay.
No, you don't.
Much like the rest of us.
It's about the art, man. You can live on the streets.
Yeah. You move to Portland. Just hang out up there. They'll take care of you.
Oh, where the riots are happening?
Yeah,
Get
man.
shot in the
You
balls
see-
by Antifa.
How dare
Yeah.
you call them riots?
You see
when
all the
there's
groceries they got?
fires and
No.
They got all kinds of groceries and camps with big igloos and Yetis and stuff everywhere.
You know what's crazy about Portland is how they hate their liberal ass mayor, and it's like resign, and it's just like you're not a communist like we are. You must resign. It's just like, dude, this guy is a fucking total pussy ass liberal, dude, and that's not good enough for you.
What happens when their
It's
communist beliefs
hilarious.
just disappear?
Then they
Then
become
what happens?
They become anarchists.
Then they're
and
just like, oh yeah, I
they want
forgot.
the world to burn, and they don't want you to have anything good,
I'm a normal
like this
soccer mom
amazing
that has
shed
to
we're
go
doing
home.
a podcast in.
Well, that's the thing.
They
That's
don't
why.
want
That's
that.
why
They
they're
don't
trying
want
to open
moms.
an investigation about the funding of it, because these people are flying around on planes. They've been protesting for 80 days with no job? Like they're not. Are they? They got to have
Well,
money
some
to
of
buy
it's the
the supplies and
GoFundMes that
shit.
they're like, we need more riot gear.
Oh, is that what
and
it is?
Ramen.
Yeah, there's a
Yeah,
lot of
you're probably right.
GoFundMe.
But the thing is,
That's what they did with Minneapolis.
Soros,
Yeah.
Soros.
yeah.
We'll see.
you
I'm
have
hoping
any,
it comes down to Soros. I mean, we just
Was
have to
your
wait and
music
see.
project funded by Soros?
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
Did
I
you go
paid-
fund me this?
I paid for all this shit on my own, man.
So,
Well,
are
all right,
any
well,
of these
technically-
songs
Pedo
political?
track.
because I say on my own, I have you to thank for my Logic Pro version because you gave it to
Yeah.
me. You gifted it to me.
How's it going?
Yeah.
I need to give you the new version too.
Well, you just admitted to a federal crime just then.
Totally
No,
legit.
no.
Delete.
My license can go on a few computers.
Yeah, I said
Oh, okay,
gifted.
okay. I didn't know you were buying legit stuff these days, Dustin.
Yeah, I had to
You
just
gave
drop.
the bird because of Pirate Bay had too much
No,
crap.
about 3 weeks ago, is like, you know what? Your demo is running out. It'll be $200 for Logic. Okay.
Nice. So you just went and did it the right way. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you. You're a good
I've been
American,
doing it
man.
the right way.
Yeah,
It's just the new
yeah,
update.
you have. You have.
It's crazy, and I
yeah,
have
you've
the new
always done it
laptop.
the right way.
$200 fucking dollars for a goddamn program.
I know it.
Man, God, it'd be nice to just be some Silicon Valley fuck.
But it's so much better than GarageBand, though.
Oh, it is so much better than
And if
Pro
yeah,
Tools.
and if I didn't
Let's
have that,
start
I'd probably
fight.
Pro Tools versus Logic. Yeah,
Yeah, let's start.
just
that
like
fight.
In and Out and Water.
Are you going to do a music video?
I haven't considered that actually.
You should, man.
Maybe you propositioning hookers on Rosedale.
there
it's
you
an
go,
idea.
man.
Or any unnamed street.
They work cheaply.
Either that, or I could just hire actresses to portray them, or make one of my
would
stupid
you make?
animated
Some of our
video.
local friends.
Why? Who would you make become the prostitute?
I don't know. I haven't thought about it.
What about one of the
I'm
most
spitballing,
famous,
man.
one of the most famous ladies in Fort Worth?
No, I've already used her as a subject of one of my music videos. Well, it wasn't for mine. It
You
was from
tributed her too?
no Garage Barrage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's what I was about to say.
It's Garage Barrage.
Garage Barrage, the video I made for them.
What?
She wasn't a prostitute though. She was just some bystander who
I'm not
got
gonna
hit by
stop
Ian's
this
car.
Who is it? Who is this?
I don't know, man.
Why are you
It's got
attributing
violent.
people in this way?
I never
Your
said that.
tributes
He
are
said
way
that.
different than our tributes.
Anyway, no, I haven't considered a music video, but one for Rosedale Girl would actually be pretty funny.
Yeah.
If I had to choose.
Are you gonna make some T-shirts and stuff?
Maybe. We'll see.
Put a fat pentagram on it.
I actually
Like
don't
a
even
upside down cross.
I haven't even created an actual Facebook Robotuner music page. I probably should though.
The most important thing about all this
Is what?
Satan.
Are you going to open for Josh and the Jet Noise?
That depends. I could. The other guys, they don't have a problem with it.
Or are you in the
or-
middle of the set? Are you going to say, Josh, get the fuck off stage. Me and Chris got some songs to do.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
Wait, with your solo
Or
stuff, Matt,
or
is it
Josh
just you?
or Josh plays guitar on one of those songs.
Eh.
I feel like you have a boner right now.
I don't.
So Matt, if you're playing this stuff off this album on stage, is
I
it
don't.
just you? Is it just you on stage if you're playing this, or you're going to have a backup band?
I don't.
I'm honestly
'Cause as a professional,
Mark that.
as a professional fan,
I feel like you
someone
have a boner
on
now.
stage
I
alone, no
don't.
matter what they're doing,
don't.
huge boner killer. Sorry for every singer songwriter out there, but
Yeah.
it's low energy, weak ass shit. It's
There's
sad.
no
It's just sad.
testosterone in it.
it really depends.
Yeah.
Like
Unless
it-
the shit's like
There's no
unless it's
boner.
Mishka Shabali, who's kind of who does like stand up in between and kind of
Or-
funny and dark.
Or you're Gavin Rosdale doing Glycerine by yourself in
Oh.
the rain.
Well, yeah, but the band's
Saying
just
I'm
in
so
the
scared,
shadows
baby.
behind you, and you're Gavin Rosdale, and you have your fucking shirt off. Okay,
You gonna take your
I'm
shirt
standing
off?
there watching it with a boner because Gavin Rosdale's
Is
hot.
shirtless.
I'm not wrong.
Thomas, are you gonna do it shirtless?
You do
Shirtless.
shirtless.
Rosdale style. How much hair you got on that chest, buddy?
I'll have to trim up some
Enough?
before I even consider
No,
that.
don't trim anything.
Broski, you got to get your nipples
Let me
pierced,
tell you about
man.
this diet I'm on.
He has to get his nipples pierced.
Get you going.
What is
You'll
it?
look good in
Get you
yoga
ke-
pants.
Get you keto, get you some keto bells or whatever you're doing.
The next spectacle
Keto?
show, I'm playing in yoga pants.
I'm sorry,
but to answer-
keto bells.
to answer your
Whatever.
question-
I have some, dude.
To
I have
answer
some
your-
rash guards that I wear with jujitsu. So
Oh, I actually have some too.
yeah,
There
so,
and there,
yeah.
All right,
What's up?
but to answer your question,
Sorry.
Brian,
Yeah.
if it was like a small, like
What was the question? I
intimate
didn't hear the
setting, I
question.
would play it solo because I've played my stuff solo before at Jeff Lord's
Okay.
birthday party, actually.
Yeah.
But
Got
I like a regular venue. Yeah, I definitely
As a
have a
solo
drummer and
performer
bassist.
What about
myself,
Reunion
yeah.
Arena?
If you're gonna do it solo, you need some energy or something.
Are you not going to play bass?
Well, no, that is what I would play.
Oh, you
yeah.
would. You
I would have
said
someone
you
else playing
need a drummer
guitar.
and bassist.
There you go,
Is
yeah.
what you said.
Solo
So,
I'm sorry,
project,
drummer and
have a
guitarist.
backup
Yeah.
band.
okay.
I'll play guitar if I get to bring my like a full cab, like full stack.
Dude, you've seen my rig. I can match it.
What are you talking about? Yeah,
My bass
so,
rig.
yeah. I'm gonna play it.
You think you can
11.
handle my riffs? You heard my shit?
I probably could. Imagine.
That awesome tapping action on my last
Yeah.
on my last song, The Next
Yeah.
Big Phase.
Yep. Can I play in yoga pants if I do it?
You
I
can
can
wear
play
whatever you
yoga
want
pants too?
as long as you're wearing pants.
Okay, I'm getting my nipples pierced too.
Thought they already were.
No, my nipples aren't.
No way, that
pierced.
was Johnson. That's right.
Yeah.
That wasn't you.
You know, Johnson and me are two different people.
I know.
Okay, I just wanted to
But
make sure.
The two
And we're
you
real
were,
people too. We're not imagining. We're not figures, hallucinations or anything.
You mean figments?
Yeah,
Of
figments.
my
yeah.
imagination? Yes, I know this.
Hey, do you guys want to play a game?
Yes.
Let's play a game.
All right. So.
Do we have an intro, or does Matt Thomas need to come up with an intro song for it?
So what this is?
Perfect.
This is going to be a variation of what our friends out on the West Coast.
Did you ever read a Variations?
The Bed Files?
Yeah, I did. Our friends on the Bed Files, they do this show, usually weekly, called Blurt,
Mhm.
in which they just shout out an answer to whatever's being played, or whatever the question is. But I want to try to keep it a little more contained, so instead of blurting out the answers, I want you to blurt out your name. If you know the
Oh.
answer to this,
Like
you
what you
just
do in
say
my
your
question.
name, and then we'll move on.
Do I have to say what is blurt?
No.
Okay.
You just say your name, and then I'll go, okay, what do you think it is? And
Okay.
you'll go this. And if you're right, you get a point. If you're wrong, whatever.
These are just straight up questions.
These are not questions.
No, they're not. They're rants.
So let me
hell yeah.
let me convolute this even more.
Okay.
I've been listening to a
Please.
podcast, thanks to James from The Spectacle, called 2000 Hertz. And it explores all sorts of audio sounds we're used to hearing. Like they go through the history of the 808,
Whoa.
the history of different, just different sounds that are used in cinema. Cinema, like the Wilhelm scream,
Like Foley art.
Foley art, all
Yeah,
these
that
different
shit.
sounds we hear daily.
Gotcha.
Also a decent melodic hardcore band.
Yes. So one of the episodes they went into one of the biggest audio logos of all time right now.
THX?
No.
Oh.
But and it's in this quiz. When we get to it, I'll be like, this is the one. But anyway, so it made me think, could we do a quiz of audio logos and who would win?
Mm.
So we're going to do a little test
I'm
here.
gonna suck at this. I can already tell.
The first one's a test. And
test?
like I said, yeah, this is just a little. Unless y'all want to go for it, y'all just.
Oh,
ready
this
to go
is an
for it?
example
This is
question.
go.
An
is what you're
example
saying.
question.
Yeah,
got
play
you,
the sample
got you.
first. Play the sample
Play the
first.
sample first.
Let's do this.
hold on. I gotta.
Now I've got
I need
test
someone
anxiety.
to keep score.
I have a test boner now because I have test anxieties.
Man has a computer in front of him.
You have
can't-
testicle anxiety?
Yeah.
I just need a piece of here.
Now I'm gonna have nightmares that I'm at
So
school
we
in my underwear, and I'm not gonna know where my class is. I'm gonna be late, and it's gonna be whitey tidies. It's always whitey tidies. When you have a dream about walking around your high school in your underwear, it's never fucking boxer
You're
briefs
right.
or boxers.
As a
It's
kid,
always
I would
whitey
sleep in a
tidies.
T-shirt, and it's tiny whiteys. You dyslexic fuck.
Oh, I thought
And
it was
so
Whitey
I would be in my elementary school hallway wearing my T-shirt, my
Yeah.
tighty whities, just be like, "Why?
Yeah.
Why is this
All right.
happening?"
You're like,
And
where's my
then-
class at?
So we're doing a test, or y'all want to just roll
Let's
into
go.
No, let's do the test.
it? Okay, here's
I
the
gotta know the
test.
rules here.
Remember, say your name first.
Preseason right here. Preseason.
All right, and let me make sure the volume's up. We can hear. Here we go. Number one is this.
Matt, NBC.
There
Right,
you go.
okay.
Boom.
Peacock.
He would have got a point just for that.
Okay.
So that's how basically this is going to
Am
go.
I keeping score? Is that am I the
no,
one
I
that's
got
in
it.
charge?
I got
okay,
it over
you got
here.
it.
So now we're keeping score.
What do we win?
You get to look at my penis.
Recognition.
Okay.
I
I'll
know
airdrop y'all
that's a-
pictures right now of my penis.
At a wedding.
Did that really happen?
Maybe
Well,
not.
Unfortunately, yeah.
All right, here's number 2. Are you ready?
Ready.
Everybody be on it. Here we go.
Matt. McDonald's.
Stubbs.
You're a little late.
You can't do Matt. That should have gone to me.
So
He said his
say
name and raised his hand.
Thomas,
Easy.
Stubbs, Brian.
Right.
It's easy to do. All right.
Thomas.
Number 2. Or yeah, here's number 2. Here we go.
Thomas.
Matt.
PlayStation 2.
Yep.
Boom.
BIOS.
Dude, his game is on.
I'm a Nintendo guy, so
We didn't give him enough liquor.
I like how I said Matt that time instead of Stubbs.
You didn't say Stubbs. All right, here we go. Number 3. What's your hand up for?
Sorry, it's a
This is Russian
Association.
collusion.
It's how he
Yeah.
wins. It's how he's gonna win. I'm stumped on that one. I don't know.
Microsoft.
No, you gotta
Oh
say your
yeah,
name
yeah,
first.
yeah, yeah.
Well,
Stubbs.
even if we haven't said anything, and you just blurt out an answer. I think.
All right.
I
Well,
think
you
that
said
should
your name.
count.
Go. So, what's your answer?
I don't. Let's see. Sears.
No.
I'm gonna Thomas. I'm gonna guess. Alexa?
No.
No, I don't have one.
I
That's
don't-
why. It's...
No one getting it? Come on, it's up to you. Come
Play
on.
it again, and I'll blurt out something.
Oh, we get second chances to hear it.
I don't fucking know. I really don't know. I
That
can't
one's a
even
little
get-
difficult. Nokia.
Oh yeah,
No.
Nokia.
I figured you'd get that.
Because of the Nokia 5150.
Yeah,
Wait,
the old
not the
51.
5150,
or-
what's it?
That's the Van Halen 5150.
Well, mine was from Singular, so it had a different startup song.
Don't be a sore loser, Matt.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm
All right.
just
Here comes
stating
the
a-
next one.
I'm
Are you
stating the
ready?
fact.
Here
Keep
we
your
go.
emotions aside.
Here we go. Here's the next one.
Brian.
Brian?
Microsoft.
No.
Thought.
Thomas.
Yes.
Intel.
Yes.
Yeah.
3 to nothing to nothing.
Hey man, I've got dementia. What do you call it? Alcohol-related dementia. So
Yeah, but you
Yeah,
gotta
you do.
remember when we played Blurred out in California, you came back in the second half and we're like, bam, bam, bam.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's
Well,
once
that
the
was
weed
that was a
kicked in.
different. Yeah,
All
that
the
was a
edibles
different
kicked in.
different chemicals.
All right, here's the next one right here.
That's familiar. I
Oh shit!
Blart, Blart. That was T-Mobile.
Bam!
Yeah.
don't know. I'm gonna suck some to pee.
Oh, so you're just leaving the middle
Wait,
of the
why
game?
did I say Blart?
I don't know.
What the
I
hell?
don't know.
Was that one?
Blurt.
Was that two different tones, or did you accidentally hit a second one?
It was LG going into T-Mobile,
Okay. Okay.
so it was both of them combined.
Okay.
Like when you fire up an LG phone on the T-Mobile network. All right, you ready?
I never had T-Mobile.
Yes.
Here's this one.
Oh, geez.
Thomas. That is Xbox 360.
Yeah, Xbox
That is.
360.
That's the Xbox 360 rolling. All right.
I want to know what the Xbox One did.
Here is the next one.
Thomas. That's the Apple Mac startup.
Bam.
Yep.
Thomas is on 5-1.
I never hear it with bass because
Okay.
it also always comes through my generic speaker.
This one is kind of a give up. Y'all should both jump on this one.
Stubbs.
Stubbs?
Yahoo.
Yes.
What is Yahoo?
What is Yahoo?
What is Yoo-hoo? Wait,
All right.
no, that's the
Yoo-hoo.
drink.
This one is a little long,
All right.
but it's worth it. Might be my favorite ever.
Thomas.
Stubbs.
Who said it first?
Y'all have to rock, scissors, paper it. See
Okay,
who went first.
ready?
I don't know if I know it now because the longer it went,
All
I
right.
was like, I thought it was
All
the.
right.
never
Ready?
mind.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, shoot. I got scissors. What you got?
Rock.
Okay.
Rock beat scissors.
It's the Let It Play. Yeah, it's the surround sound DDS 4000 VX9 sound at a movie theater.
That's not it.
That's not the
I
correct
mean,
answer.
they do play it. That's not the correct
Yeah,
answer.
it's like
I like your
DDS
attempt,
or whatever, or
but
SDS
I
or something.
We're all dumber from it.
And we award you no points. Have God mercy out. Have
Yes,
mercy on your soul.
That's the second time someone has said that to me this week.
Thomas, THX.
Yes.
THX, yeah.
Thomas, THX.
Yeah. Not the movie.
That
but
one
the
gives me
actual
a
sound
boner.
system.
It does give me a boner. All right. This one should be easy. Everybody can jump in on this one. This one's easy.
All right.
Come on.
All right.
Stubbs.
Y'all tied again. Rock, scissors, paper.
Okay, ready?
Yep.
1, 2, 3, shoot.
Yeah. Paper.
Paper.
One,
2,
two,
3.
three.
One.
That was
Okay,
two.
hold on. Ready?
Wait.
1, 2, 3. Damn it! What are you? Fuck.
Y'all are reading each other's mind. Keep going. One more time.
1, 2, 3. All right, I got rock.
All right, what'd you get?
20th Century Fox.
You're right. 20th Century Fox.
Now I'm by Disney, so I guess both those answers would have counted.
This one's a little difficult. It's more modern. It's a little difficult.
All right.
You got to kind of listen to it.
Oh.
Brian. Marvel.
Yes.
Yep,
Brian
Marvel, yeah.
is on the board.
Yep. Marvel
He
Studios.
Isn't blanked. He
And I
isn't
just
Can't
blanked.
shut me out.
Can't shut him out.
And I just watched Guardians of the Galaxy before I came over here too.
Okay, so this is the sound that brought the game around that made me think we need to do this because they did an entire episode about this sound right here.
Not that.
Not that one.
And here we go. Get ready,
All right.
Brian.
Stubbs.
Brian.
Stubbs.
Microsoft. Fox.
No.
Stubbs. Netflix.
Stubbs is
Damn
up. Yes.
Yep, you got it.
Has Microsoft been one? I know I stepped out.
I think we've tried Microsoft like 6 times and
Yes.
it's never been one.
You
has
know
it?
what?
There's
if you
different
told me, if you
Microsoft
asked me what the
products,
Microsoft thing was, I'd be
including-
like, oh.
All right. Thomas, Xbox One.
That's it.
Yep.
Nerd.
You were wondering what the Xbox One.
Well, I was
sounded
talking
like.
to
haven't owned
Brian.
this- I haven't
You're
owned
just
this-
That
jealous
should
'cause-
be
hey,
that
you're not
goal
a
should be
gamer.
waved off.
I haven't owned a system since the GameCube, so I could.
I have a feeling we'll get to yours.
I could tell you the beginning of like Super Mario World.
Okay, here we go.
All right.
We have 1, 2, 3. What is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 left. Here we go.
Damn.
Nice.
Here we go.
Thomas. Disney.
Yeah, Disney.
That's it. Pederast.
Disney's a hotbed for pedophiles.
All right, this
Y'all
one's a
didn't
little
know this?
difficult, but
Thomas,
we've
you gonna write
all-
a song about it?
We've all seen
No.
it. We've all seen this one probably 100 times, if not more.
All right. Thomas. Columbia TriStar.
No.
Nope. Oh shit. No. Damn it. I know what this is. I already missed. I already got it wrong though. So it's you guys.
I'm in a theater. I'm watching a movie.
Paramount.
Becky in the chat room.
Is it not Paramount?
It is not Paramount.
Lionsgate.
No.
No.
Playboy.
No.
No.
I know what it is.
Pornhub.
What is it?
Universal.
That is.
Oh, yeah, it's
no
Universal,
points
man.
awarded.
Universal. I can't even visualize the thing happening.
I heard
It's
I heard the
Universal
horns at the
flying
beginning
around
and
the Earth.
See, I need to get high
Oh,
before I
yeah.
do this. If I got high, I'd be really good
Be
at
on- be
this.
on.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I'm in the theater.
I should have ate
I'm
those edibles
fucking
out in
there,
the
man.
garage. Yeah.
Becky got
everything
it
would
right.
be good there.
Point goes to Becky.
all right.
All right.
Good job, Becky.
Hadouken.
4 left.
All right.
That's Street Fighter.
Yeah.
Do I get
Oh,
points?
should've brought that in. Next time we're gonna do just video game sounds.
Oh
Yeah, okay.
shit.
That would
Yeah.
be. Yeah.
That would be
Amazing.
epic.
Yeah,
All
there
right.
you go.
Here we go.
All right.
Here's the next one.
Thomas.
Brian.
You can't even say your name.
Yeah.
You're like you were about to explode. You're like, ooh, what do I say? Thomas.
Windows
fear boner.
XP.
That is Windows XP.
There's a fear boner.
What about
What about Microsoft?
If,
Would that
I
have
would have
worked?
gotten it in time and said Microsoft,
that would have
would
counted,
that
right?
have- Yeah.
I might have given it to you. Yeah, for
All
that
right.
one. All right. We have 3 left.
Microsoft.
None
I know
of
they
you,
made a noise at one point. In
none of
time.
y'all have a chance to come back, but we're just gonna go through them anyway.
This is fun. I like this.
Here we go.
Yeah, no surrender.
Thomas. PlayStation 1.
That's it.
Wow. I would never have guessed that.
That one you scared the shit out of me. especially when playing.
Yeah, Nintendo
Resident
wanted
Evil.
to
Like,
Or
wanted to
Silent
make you
Hill.
happy.
Silent Hill.
Yeah. Silent Hill was scary as fuck for the time, man. Fuck Resident
really
Evil.
was.
Dude, Resident Evil, the first one was scary.
Yeah, I had a friend play
Yeah.
that. And I
But
literally,
Silent
I remember
Hill was
sitting
the
on the
scariest
bed and
for
having like
sure.
a pillow, and I'm like, I'm laying my head on the pillow.
You just
When
dry
actually I
hump
had
that
the-
thing?
I was just gonna
Silent Hill
put
made
the
me
pillow in
nervous.
front of my face and just be like, "It's scary."
Yeah, there was a lot to Silent Hill.
the
that made
graphics
you
suck
nervous.
so much. This is so
Like
scary.
Resident Evil just had random shit that would scare you.
Jump out.
Yeah, but I think that Silent Hill actually played with your
It was
head.
creepy.
Yeah, it was.
There's
a
a whole
fuck,
ambience of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Triangle heads,
hmm
little babies with knives.
The,
All right,
the
here we go.
movies were awful though.
Yeah, they
Mm.
were. All
think
right,
I've ever watched
two
them.
more. Here's this one.
Oh shit.
Another movie one. Brian, DreamWorks. No,
Stubbs.
it's probably been
Paramount.
Wrong.
like a studio, man.
Becky. Becky guessed yet?
I'm at a loss. I don't.
Becky will get it.
I'd recognize it, but I can't name the company.
Miramax, Lionsgate.
No.
Becky in the chat room.
Is it? No, it's not Warner Brothers. No, because I don't know.
Becky got it.
What is it?
Columbia.
Oh
yeah,
shit.
it's
Okay, that
Columbia,
one's
yeah.
Columbia
Columbia.
Pictures.
Columbia, yeah.
Yeah, because
That's
I've
the name of too much shit.
And
Yeah.
here's the last one.
last one.
Last one right here.
I'm ready.
Stubbs. Pixar.
No,
Fuck if I know.
I don't recognize this
You
one
could play
either.
that 10 times, I wouldn't know.
this is the one I thought Stubbs would get.
Stubbs.
What?
Ex hamster.
They have an audio
guys-
logo.
Thomas.
Nintendo Wii. I
Samsung.
Oh,
Oh no, man.
Samsung what?
Just Samsung's boot up on
Oh.
their phones and shit.
Oh,
that's what I was gonna
they
say.
make
So the
phones? I
winner-
didn't know that.
Of course, is Matt Thomas.
Woo!
11 to Brian's 1 to Stubbs 3.
One's all you need, baby.
There you go, man.
Hey, at least you're on the board.
One.
That's all right.
Oh.
So
Awesome. That was fun.
we'd
I
like to
that.
thank you guys for coming by. Next time, we'll do video game sounds.
Mhm.
That's tight.
That'd be fun. That'd be
I don't have my
fun.
work schedule, so I don't know.
Speaking of video game sounds, I want to hit something real quick on Netflix. I'm watching a series called High Score.
Yeah, I've-
watched it.
I haven't
It was
started
great,
that yet.
man.
Yeah,
I
I've started
love
watching
the-
that. I've
Okay.
finished the 1st
I'm on
one.
the second
That was
episode
tight.
now. That was so far the
Really
first episode. I was
fun.
like, okay, this is gripping. This
Yeah.
is cool.
Yeah, Charles
All right.
Martinet, the guy
Okay.
whose Mario's voice is the narrator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Well, this is
Yeah.
good.
Fun fact.
This is
Nice.
good because I'm about to quit a series on Netflix, and it was
Uh-oh.
one that I was very excited.
The Last
for.
Kingdom.
Are you finally stopping the Last Kingdom?
No, I'm
Like,
still.
I've
onto the-
watched this 9 times in a row now. I'm
No,
ready to.
I'm
I'm
still-
ready to get out of it.
I am still Uhtred,
Uhtred.
son of Uhtred.
Son of
Hey,
a
season 3
bitch.
Bagoretzko came out too.
No.
You guys watch that? That's funny as fuck.
I was okay. This hurts because I was excited, and especially when I found out Netflix got it. And
Cobra Kai.
done
How far are you in?
season 2, and I'm like, why am I still watching this? It's like a bad fucking
We haven't
Fanfic
a
or
cross
something.
between.
we haven't started season 2, but I'm interested to see what it.
It's like a bad after school special that tries to tie in adult jokes every once in a while.
Oh,
It's cool seeing the flashbacks and stuff like that.
They're
but
still
dude,
bringing
it
in
is
flashbacks
so-
on season 2
Oh yeah,
because
yeah.
that's like they did that at season 1, which I totally
Yeah.
understood because that was fucking that Cobra I forget his name, Billy's story.
So far,
I
I am
get it.
so disappointed. Like, I don't think I'm
I
gonna
heard
finish
season
it.
1 was great.
No.
It was fun.
I watched the first episode of it, the pilot, because it was free on YouTube.
You just keep waiting
They-
for it to start being better
What
and
they
better. You're
did
like,
is
"Oh my
really
gosh."
just kind of like, man, they forced a lot of parallels to the movie.
If they would have just
kind
made it a comedy, they should have gone with a comedy.
All right, like, did you need to with his whole fucking
Flipping the whole roles and then coming back to the roles. It's
Yeah,
like flip flopping. It's just
My girlfriend really liked it, and she would even pause it and predict what the fuck was going to happen. I was just kind of like, yeah, and I'm like, I enjoyed it as a thing to watch, just because I'm like, I have such a low expectation for.
well. See, that was
TV
the
now.
thing. Maybe mine was too high.
Yeah.
And I want to
Dude, you
keep
got-
watching it till I see Allie.
Stop expecting.
I gotta see
good
Allie.
TV. It's just all.
Hopefully, she's on there somewhere.
Allie, like Elizabeth Shue's character, or
Yeah,
Oh,
No.
is that her name?
but hopefully she is
Is
she
Elizabeth
is
Shue in there?
she alive? Right?
Yeah.
In the
Okay, cool.
flashback.
she's in her 50s.
She's in
but
the
she's still
flashbacks.
alive.
Yeah.
And if she comes up, She comes up several
she does
times.
come
She's
up.
53.
Is she going to
Yeah.
show up?
I think she is, and that's
she
when I
hasn't
might
yet?
quit it.
No.
She hasn't yet though.
Man.
Probably not. Who knows? They got the two, main people.
They could have just made it. I think if they would have just gone the comedy route and said, "Fuck the whole," let's try to make it tie into actual
Like,
Karate Kid
moral
and stuff.
stories,
Yeah, let's just go all straight up comedy.
To me, I love
And-
the idea. It was just kind of like,
I did too.
He tries to get his life back on
Right.
track by opening up Cobra Kai.
Right, and he's just a
I would have
basically
been fine if they I don't mind that they brought Daniel back in just because I was like, well, that's a good get. Then it's
Yeah.
about them, and so we finished the first season. I haven't started the second, but we knew Netflix with the still we hadn't even started the second
The
season
acting
yet, but the still
is
was just kind of like, oh, the next
terrible.
one's going to be about two girls because it had two girls facing off
one cup.
start like Starfighter.
I knew you were gonna
kinda
say that again.
Poses or Street Fighter.
They act like they're going to fight, but then they just shit in a cup.
Yeah, I think
Like
that's
soft
I
serve?
think that's where this Netflix show's gonna go.
Round 1, shit.
So let's talk about Elizabeth Shue for a second. Where was she at her best at?
Karate Kid was pretty damn
Adventures
good,
of Babysitting.
man. And then
Adventures
Adventures
of
for
Babysitting.
Babysitting.
Don't
yeah, that was
fuck with the Lords of Hell.
And
Don't
then-
fuck with the babysitter.
The Saint. She wasn't bad in The Saint.
I don't remember.
She's in The
Seeing that.
Boys.
Oh, is she?
The first season of The Boys, yeah.
She is.
I haven't even.
I need to
finished
I need
that
to
yet.
go back to that.
The Boys is great.
Yeah,
I like The Boys.
yeah.
Another show I want you to check out. It's only 4 episodes, but you have to watch it. You can't get stoned and watch it. You can't. You got to sit there and watch it
Okay.
because there's a lot of Spanish spoken.
Narcos. Yeah, I watched
Cállate
it
la
all the time.
boca.
The last,
That's
the
a pizza
last
poto.
Narco.
the last.
Oh,
Narc
the
on Amazon
documentary?
Prime.
Is it the documentary
Holy-
one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to watch that.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
No, what's great about a lot of the interviews being in Spanish, I was telling my buddy
Fuck.
Philip, I was like, dude, this is up your alley. This
Yeah.
is great. You can't just fuck around on your phone and watch
No,
it.
you
You
because
gotta
there's so
pay
much
attention and
Spanish.
shit.
But there's at least two guys who you need to watch.
Yeah.
And they're all in Spanish. There's the fucking crazy guy,
the crazy
then-
cop
who's wearing the vest and
who's
shit.
wearing the vest
who,
who won't look at the camera,
Yeah.
and he's just you're
then there's
waiting
the other
for him
guy-
to just in the middle of the interview pull his gun and shoot everybody in
Hey,
the room.
and then himself, you
Yeah.
expect that. And then there's the other guy who you think who would be he
Spoiler
always
alert,
speaks in
maybe here?
Spanish, and he looks like a guy you would see in a movie. He just has a class
with a hat, smokes
no,
cigar.
he's great too. The older guy. There's the other guy who just has these classically rugged features. Who's just really good in the way he talks and everything. He's great, but the fucking psycho guy is. I was just like, holy shit, because I heard the guy that made the documentary. I heard him on Adam Carolla's podcast because they had him and this guy who is a Mexican federale and does training here, Eduardo something. I heard
He's
him
the one that shows up on.
I heard him on Joe Rogan, and then I saw that he was on Adam Carolla's podcast, and I barely listened unless he has a good interview, and I listened to that, and that's how I learned about The Last Narc.
Dude, it
And I was
is
like, that is insane.
Matt. It's intense
It's
because these are guys that they're interviewing that have been
I
hidden
want
for
to spoil
years.
shit, but I won't.
Really?
It's
Oh,
so
really?
good.
Yeah, and they
Yeah.
they
Ooh,
come.
it's good.
It's about the murder of Kiki Camarera,
Mhm.
the DEA agent that was killed in Narcos, Mexico. If you watched it all the way through,
Yeah.
But it's about
Dude played
tracing
by, what's his
everything
name?
out. And dude, the 4th episode broke me down. I was like, "What the fuck?" You start just questioning everything
Yeah.
about the entire Reagan administration and their war on
Mm-hmm.
drugs. You're just like, "What?" Because big players suddenly get involved,
Uh-huh.
and you're like, "What is going on?"
Yeah.
And what really fucking happened in Mexico during this time when this war on drugs was happening, and who actually had him killed?
Yeah.
Yeah. Man,
It's
but that-
crazy, but the
The only thing that
It's
sucks
4
about those
cops.
type of documentaries where they show real footage and stuff, I always want to do coke after I see it.
they don't really show anything that'll lead you to that.
No, it's just amazing interviews.
Like Narcos, the actual series, man. I'm always like, should I call
They
my
have
old
to on
buddy?
that.
Like,
It's fictionalized. But this thing, dude, once
These are
you
the
see
guys
the
that
guy
were-
with the psycho eyes, oh my
Yeah, he's
god,
out
you'll
of
be like,
control. And these guys were working for
Yeah.
They were Mexican
The
state
narcos.
police.
They were Mexican
that
state
worked for
police
the
that worked
narcos.
for the cartels.
Yeah, that
And were brought
was
in, and they're interviewing them, and it's just like, and that guy is still. I don't understand why he's wearing a vest and still
Dude,
has
I
all
don't
that
know,
crap
man.
on. Like, is he still a cop?
I love that they don't explain that.
They don't explain that at all, and it.
It's
kept
only
me going
4
like,
episodes.
You know what?
Yeah.
I bet he's wearing.
But
He's wearing like a bulletproof vest. I bet he's wearing that just in case they get busted in right then and there.
And the guy that was,
I think this guy's that fucking crazy.
the guy that
but he's probably
they
not that crazy.
that was doing the investigation, the CIA guy.
Yeah.
He went into hiding from everybody. And he's like, and they ask him at the very end, they're like, why are you doing this? And he's like, well, the warrant in Mexico has ran out.
Yeah, right out.
So he's available to talk, and he's not scared anymore. And it's just
I even like how they're talking to him
intense.
in an empty bar. I'm just like,
Yeah.
even that, just like, oh, good choice.
It's intense. It's good.
Dude, that's bold to make a documentary like that, or like that guy that's been on Rogan. That's always on Rogan. That went down. What did he write a book or?
He's the one that opened my eyes to the whole cocaine thing.
Yeah.
And how many people like he when he compared doing cocaine to buying a blood diamond, like how there is no difference.
There really isn't.
Like so many people have died getting this diamond to you so you can have it in a fucking ring. And so many people have died and their lives have been disrupted.
For
Their
the cocaine
families are
that you're
killed
doing?
so you can do cocaine.
Yeah,
and blow up your
Magnolia
nose.
Street. How about you think about that, you worn out
Yeah.
fucking hipsters?
Shots fired there.
Well, no.
No,
First,
'cause
here's the thing to think about.
Cokeheads are annoying, okay? So
Oh,
fuck
yeah, they
them.
fucking
They're
are.
fucking annoying as shit.
But
so they
here's
can
the
go
thing to
fuck
think
themselves.
about is all you fuckers down on Magnolia that are doing cocaine, y'all are the same fucking liberal assholes that are like, I would never wear a diamond from anywhere. I'd never wear a blood diamond. I'd never wear diamonds because so many people died. I guarantee you 3 times as many people died
For the
in the
coke-
process for you
the
to get
stepped on
cocaine.
coke
your little
you're doing
20
in the
sack.
fucking chat
For
room.
your little sack.
So
That's
So
one thing.
fuck you.
One, cokeheads are really fucking annoying, but also like you
All
grow
right.
up with this romanticized vision of coke that it's like we're doing it. To me,
Okay.
cocaine in like the 80s is like you walk down in someone's like living room, you have to take like 2 steps down into, and you do it on a table and glass, and you're both like adults with careers and shit, and you do some coke and you live your life.
And you wait for a robot
I'm like-
cop to break in and shoot
Oh,
you.
it's great.
Or
But
arrest you.
also, but I'm like, man, you've ruined
Coach
the
the Rangers
these
against
fuckers
the Angels.
that do coke in the bathroom of a dive bar. I'm like, you've ruined a really classy drug. Like, I know there's blood on that drug, but at least the people that used to do the drug did it in a classy way in a home.
They didn't do it on the
In
upper
a
deck.
home, and they
the
had
upper deck
mortgages
of a,
and salaries
toilet.
and 401ks. You're doing it on the
Upper deck
on the
of a
lip
toilet.
of the upper deck of the toilet that someone just took a really gross shit from.
Yeah.
That's why I always
Yeah.
piss on the top of toilets when
Well,
I'm
that's
at
the
the
thing.
chat room.
Good.
That's the thing. You do it on the upper deck
Because then their
in
coke
case
gets
it's
all mushy
See,
and
yeah.
you
mud
do it.
like.
You do it on
Good.
the upper deck of the toilet in case there's too much baby laxative in it.
makes
And you can
sense.
just squat down and just
Oh god.
bust one right there
Dude.
while you're snorting it.
Oh, and I'm just like,
Yeah,
go
screw
to your
that.
home.
Sounds like you have
So
experience.
when
in
you
that.
go in your big coke rant and you're very loud, I don't have to overhear you when I'm just trying to have a regular conversation
like you
over
need to
some
move.
beers. I don't live there. And that's what's even worse. I traveled 30 minutes out of my way to go hang out with friends at a bar, and there's these coke heads that are around me.
Damn coke
And I'm
heads,
tired of
man.
having a conversation with you while you're grinding your fucking teeth. Yeah.
So you know what? Fuck it. Keep
Don't
coke-
come
keep-
talk to me if you're
keep
grinding your
coke
teeth
legal.
up.
I don't give a shit. I don't do it. So fuck you. Go to jail. I don't care about your life anymore. That's how I. That's
I don't
how
want
I
your
are.
life.
Your life.
You're talking about trash daddies.
Trash
Speaking
daddies?
of which, okay, really quickly, I want to buy the rights to that photo that you posted.
What?
What?
That you posted a photo
You
of like a
can't have
week
those
ago
type of
that
photos
said
in the
trash
US.
daddy on a
What?
dumpster with you.
Oh, yeah, that
Yeah.
was in front of the UTA. That was a UTA
Don't sell
campus.
that to him.
No, I want to use that as on my next cover. I'm serious.
Everything I
your
post is
album?
open source. You use it, man. I don't give a
No,
shit.
no, don't
Open
sell that
source.
to him, Brian.
Everything I
what?
post is open source. I don't care.
Help me, Jesus. Help me
All
clean my
right, 2
woes.
things I want to talk about before we get the
I
hell
know
out
I'm
of here.
creative.
All right.
And I know you're a hack if you use it.
The main one.
Ron Jeremy.
Yeah.
He's going down.
Going to prison.
What the fuck
Not in the
happened
good
to this
way.
guy? Okay, first off,
You could have said that 15 years ago.
once again, you're Ron Jeremy. There's a bunch of women out
Ron
there
Jeremy?
that would like to have sex with you just because
Very
you're Ron
attractive
Jeremy.
woman, too.
Yeah, you're not the best looking.
Oh wait, hold on. Can I say this real quick?
Thing in the
Iran
world.
Jeremy and Hez Blow Ya. Okay, hey-o.
There you go.
I'm still a comic.
So he's fucking disgusting.
I don't think
human
it's
being.
him.
But he.
I don't think it's him. I think it's they made it up when they killed that dude in Iran or Iraq
And
that
this
looked
is
like
another
him.
dude?
And this is actually
this is
him.
the
He's like,
Iraqi?
I am Ron Jeremy. And he just started boning women.
I ran into Ron Jeremy at the Galleria Mall.
Man, that was
I was
genius,
walking
Brian.
around.
You just like, what?
I had to
Didn't
get
even
that
hear it,
in.
man.
I had a piece of trash in my hand.
Do
I
you
was
need a
walking
brag
around.
badge?
Yeah, I do. And I was just like, I need to throw this
What
trash
mall?
away.
The
The
Galleria.
Galleria.
Oh,
the
yeah?
Nice mall.
Were y'all ice skating together, holding hands?
I was just
With the
walking
Christmas
around.
tree out there in
so
the
like the
middle of it?
mall walk. And I was just like, I got to throw this trash away. Oh, it's a trash can. So I just zipped around these people.
You threw it in his face.
And then
Yeah.
I threw it around. I threw the trash in the.
It was
the
Ron
thing.
Jeremy playing the role
It
of
was
a trash
Ron
can?
Jeremy and then like a guy and a girl who I think might have been a couple or something. I turn around. I go, like you turn around.
You're the hedgehog.
And I was just like, I couldn't think that quickly. Like I go, Ron Jeremy, and he was just like, hey, and I patted him on the shoulder and walked away.
So I don't understand why he has this miserable look on his face all the time now, man. You just had sex with like not the illegal shit he did now.
Hold on, you're a
but
porn star having
you-
sex all the time. Why are you raping women?
Yeah, and why do you look so
Yeah.
miserable, man?
That doesn't make any sense.
Like every guy in the world's like, look at this fucker. There's hope for me.
Hey, there are 20 different women
If you have
coming
that
out.
dick, there's hope for you. Even if
There's
you're that
20
bad.
different women coming out saying that.
Well, he still
with
there was
rape
luck
and sexual
involved.
charges.
But he was skinny at one point in time. Remember that?
Yeah, true.
He was
Yeah, that's
skinny,
true.
huge
In
dick,
the
could
80s,
kiss
yeah.
him, and
Good
then he was walked into the biggest porn star
So
in
was
the
it-
world career.
Yeah.
And then
It's
just
still
got fat.
total luck. It seems like you would always have a smile on your face.
You've banged every porn star under the sun.
It used to be a brag badge
Probably
for
3 or
porn
4
stars.
times. Yeah, to go bang
For the
him.
A-team porn stars.
And he was very vocal about how well he could eat pussy. It was just kind of like, all right, now you're bragging. I eat pussy very well.
mean-
Yeah, but you have a huge dick.
Look at
and
that. The Rangers are turning their season around.
Elvis tied it with a home run. You
Oh,
don't
give
hear
it up.
that much.
But he could face up to 250 years in prison
Yeah.
because
Well,
he couldn't keep his
what is
dick
the
in
actual?
his pants.
So what?
Yeah,
the,
that's
what
weird.
did he do a Bill Cosby or what's going on here?
That's the thing.
I don't
I
know.
want to know
No.
the details of this case.
There's no details of like if he's drugging these women, but it says that there are 20 additional rape and sexual assault charges
Jesus,
involving
man.
12 women that could lead up to 50 charges total.
Damn.
So was this one
And then
event?
there's a teenage girl. The attacks date back to 2004, so he was probably he's not in porn anymore. He's probably used to banging like 3 times a day, twice a
Yeah.
day, 3 times a day, and now that he's out of porn in 2004, he wasn't shooting porn anymore.
But he still could get laid on a regular basis.
He could, because there's a bunch of weird ass women out there
Yeah.
that want to bang Ron Jeremy because it's Ron Jeremy, even though he
Yeah.
looks
And
like
they're probably
a
on
fucking
call, and he could just text them.
mutant.
They'll come right
Yeah.
over.
But he said he has pleaded not guilty in June
No
to
pun
allegations that he raped 3 women and sexually assaulted another in separate attacks going back to 2014. His name is Ronald Jeremy Hyatt. Includes the charges include a total of 8 forcible rapes and lewd conduct with a 15-year-old girl. He's
Yeah,
facing up
man,
to
fuck,
250
dude.
years in prison. He has been jailed in lieu of a $6.6 million bail.
Oh, so it's serious as
Damn.
fuck, dude.
And the
That
victims
is.
They must have
range-
pretty good evidence on this.
The victims
Mhm.
range from 15 to 54, and in the story it said like
Ooh.
he was banging them in a West
Jesus, man.
Hollywood bar, in the parking lot and in the restroom of a West Hollywood bar. But it doesn't say.
It's like the end of Boogie
If
Nights
he-
went on for hours.
It doesn't say if he drugged them or anything. It only says that the amended charges include 8 counts of forcible rape, 6 counts of sexual battery by restraint, 5 counts of forcible penetration by a foreign object, 4 counts of forcible oral
Oil.
oral copulation, and 1 count each of sexual battery, sodomy, assault with intent to commit rape. So, what the fuck?
Yeah, it doesn't sound good for him.
Nope.
They always look fucking creepy to me.
Oh yeah,
Dirty
for
ass.
sure. That's the thing that's so funny. You're like, what?
Yeah, you can't. He has a mustache, a nose that big, and that
If you're
gross long
man, just
hair,
imagine if you're
and he's-
blessed with a nice dong, you're hooked up.
But you look like that.
You're still hooked up
If
because
he
word
just
gets
stayed-
around. They're like,
if he
wow, that
just
guy's a really nice dick.
Stayed skinny-ish. I think his life would have been slightly different, and he probably would
could have banged the president's wife.
naturally gotten tail as he wanted.
He had so much tail that he still needed it to do this
Yeah.
shit.
But it's so like, why would you?
It's a drug to him. Fornication was his drug.
Why would you? I don't understand
It
how he let
exists.
himself go that bad. Because like, have you seen a picture of him skinny? It's like, you're like, that can't be him. But that was him.
I'm not in his fan club.
Yeah.
You sound like you're in his fan club.
No, one day I had to look. I'm
watched-
like, when I found out, I thought Ron Jeremy was always that fat.
I thought he was too. That's
And
why they
then I
called
was
him the
just like,
hedgehog. He
Ron
looks
Sounds like you're
a
a
little
fat
skinny.
shaming, man.
Yeah, he was skinny in the 80s.
But dude, you look that up, you're like, why would you like? You're fucking all the time. That's some form of exercise. Maybe you have enough money to join a gym.
It's
You
'cause
think-
he's eating
you
like
think
shit,
you
man.
think you get a free membership
Oh,
at a
shit.
gym?
In '79, he was built.
See,
That's the thing. He
kinda
had
looks
enough
like
money to have a
Danzig.
personal chef.
Fucking
I'm
Peter
sure.
North
and-
always stayed fit.
Yeah, he had enough money for
Yeah.
a.
What's his name?
for-
There's
for
always a
chef.
guy who I thought
There's
should
a
have done
picture of
stand-up.
him
Evan
next to
I
something.
gotta see this, man.
Tom Selleck.
Tom Selleck.
Like they're comparing him
Jay?
to Tom Selleck.
What's the guy? It's Evan something, not the guy from Biohazard that did porn.
Evan Seinfeld?
No, well, he did
Yeah.
do porn, but not him. There's
Because
another
he was
guy.
married to
What
Terry
He was in
Hatcher.
like this. He's in
The
some
guy in
soft.
Biohazard.
Yeah, no, he did porn.
Biohazard?
But there's another guy. He was like he's in like softcore as well. But he's like this. He looks like a knockoff Triple H. He's got long hair and he's built, and he's got a huge dong. His name's Evan something. But there's video of him at like this
Evan
like
Andrews.
porn conference where he's just talking. But dude, the way he talks sounds like a stand-up comic, and I'm like, if this guy ever starts doing stand-up
Not
comedy,
Evan Stone.
Evan Stone. No, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Dude, that guy, he looks a little funky, but I'm like, he's built, he's got long hair, huge dong, and just bangs all the time. I'm like,
You ever
but
watch Pirates? He was
what?
the lead
No,
pirate.
yeah, that was like one of his softcore
Pirates was
things.
awesome. Yeah.
Oh, the porn?
That's
Yeah.
one of the softcore things that actually got some kind of form of popularity to
Pirates
it.
was hardcore.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, it was,
No,
the,
I
it was the
think-
most expensive porn ever made
I
today,
think
the highest
I'm
budget.
pretty sure because I saw it on
When
like
it came out.
it was on like
I know what I'm
Showtime
watching
Extra-
tonight.
I think there's a softcore cut.
There probably is.
Most likely,
I gotta
is,
go,
so.
guys.
I gotta go watch Pirates and Pirates.
No, you
2.
gotta go right
Hey,
now.
Pirates is good though.
Pirates was
And,
actually
I
really
think
guys know that.
Pirates is cool because the women were into it. They liked it too.
well, yeah. There's some
like-
good
Because
stuff.
they can respect
Yeah.
production value.
Jesse Jane.
Mm-hmm.
But no, Evan Stone, I'm just
Her
like,
scene.
I'm like,
Still?
if
Would
this
you?
guy ever does stand up, it's over for stand ups because it's like this trope about stand up comics is like, yeah, they make jokes, but it's like,
but
maybe,
they never get laid.
yeah, exactly, like your Louis C.K. type. But there's people there's ripped comics out there like Chris, fucking what's his name? He's got curly hair, but it's like,
Jericho.
no,
Tucker.
Shit.
no.
Chris Tucker.
Rock.
Well, he's just handsome, but Chris Rock just has money.
They get laid.
Fuck, what's his name? He had long curly hair, now it's shorter. The guy used to play baseball. He's really fucking funny. T.J. Weber's favorite comic. Fuck.
Chris Collinsworth.
Anyways, there's handsome comics out
Chris.
Question.
there. Anyways, sorry.
Another ticket reference.
No, what's his name? On the Fox
Chris Jacker.
Morning, Terry Bradshaw
Yeah,
is having a fucking reality show done.
I imagine, man. Is
Why?
he?
Who asked for that? And whoever asked for Terry Bradshaw to have a reality show done about him and his family needs to be shot.
Why Terry Bradshaw? of
God,
all
some
people?
hate there, man.
That is
that
hate.
just because he was a Pittsburgh Steeler and you have that Dallas Cowboy love?
Who
or-
wants to follow him around?
I don't know. I bet he says some crazy
My
shit.
girlfriend
His
and our
daughters.
roommate loved the show he did.
I
With
think he's
him.
bipolar too, so they know it's
There's-
going to be good drama.
There was a show with Terry Bradshaw. There was like
the movie.
no, there was
He
like
did a
it was
movie
like
that's pretty funny.
Terry Bradshaw and like 3 other old codger.
Oh yeah, the
types.
biker gang one where the hogs. Wasn't he in that with the?
No, it wasn't
Fox
a movie.
NFL
No, it
Sunday
wasn't a
morning?
movie. It was like a
That's
reality
a show they do during football
Oh,
season.
fuck.
Terry Bradshaw, Jimmy Johnson, and Howie.
By the way,
No.
that Fox
wasn't.
girl, the blonde that was on the Fappening a while back, she hasn't stopped because I saw some new videos by her and she is a freak. She didn't give a damn, man.
What's her name?
I forgot. She's on the show with Colin Coward or Howard. What's his name? That fucking annoying dude that tries to act like he's a badass, but
Howie Long?
no, not Howie Long, man. Howie Long is a badass.
Is he?
Would you mess with him?
Yeah, I'd kick him in his fucking knee. I've seen all these guys in person. They're
Oh
not
yeah,
that big.
they are brittle at
They-
this point.
they aren't-
Terry
they aren't
Bradshaw.
as-
No,
and,
it's
they are.
the show before the Fox pregame show. The one that where they talk about fantasy, and I think Randy Moss is on it, and that Colin
You know
Coward
who I
dude.
wouldn't fuck with?
She's blonde.
Who's gigantic?
Chris sent us a
No, no.
picture, a link to the fappening.
There was
I
a
know you're talking
show with so it was called Better Late Than Never with Terry
I
Bradshaw,
thought it was the Hog when Hog Wild
Henry
or whatever.
Winkler, William Shatner, and George Foreman.
Was he
Oh,
not in
yeah, I
Hog
saw
Wild?
that.
Or
My
what,
girlfriend
the
and
one with the
roommate
motorcycle?
Wild
Wild
Hogs.
Hogs.
So
Wasn't he in that?
anyone that was into that would love to see, as he's known in
No
our
one
house,
was into that.
Uncle Terry. They would love to see Terry Bradshaw's fucking crazy, and I love crazy old coots.
I don't
that
care.
were
He lives
celebrities.
here locally. I don't care.
He lives in Westlake, doesn't he?
Oh,
Yeah.
hell
Does he?
yeah. I'd
I
hang
didn't
out
know
with
that.
Pretty
him.
close.
I go drink with Terry Bradshaw.
Rob Wiggle, I would not fuck with.
I
that guy
love-
is
I love
gigantic.
that
Is
dude.
he?
Yes,
He seems cool though.
He's cool as hell.
Yeah.
Former Marine too,
Yeah, former Marine.
and one of the best.
Trained.
I loved him on the Daily Show. He was great.
Do you
He was
watch
so good?
Holy Moly?
No, I no,
The
no.
miniature golf show on Thursdays?
No,
It's
I don't.
amazing.
Okay.
It's so much fun.
Oh, he's great. I
They
take
do
your word, he's
commentary.
Great. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's great on it. All right, so final story here. The FBI.
Story.
This story made me all excited. The
Flowers by
FBI
the-
is investigating a report of a guy in a jetpack flying 3,000 feet in the air near the planes at LAX.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. If we had a producer, that would be. I think
What
this
do we
is. He was talking about playing Rocket Man.
No,
But I
just
think
tell him
this
that,
has
like,
happened
just start
a few
singing Rocket
times.
Man right now.
Well, drones
Like I don't
have.
think no, I'm pretty sure that there's been some sightings of guys with jetpacks, not this close to the airport, but like didn't a dude just do it across the English Channel a while back or some shit?
I didn't know about that.
Or
fucking
he did it
amazing.
onto a ship in the middle of it, and like this whole jetpack thing's starting to get for real. Which didn't the military try to use them for a while?
They
I
are
know, but
using them.
Japan
Oh, they are now.
is testing
Yeah.
flying cars now.
And there's a guy that just
plane?
released a video of him
It's a
touring.
plane, isn't it?
Yeah,
No, it's like a
Flying car's a plane.
it's like the
Yeah.
Jetsons. But there's a guy that
What's a car that
just
goes
released
underwater?
a video on a submarine
submarine.
on YouTube of him touring Iceland with a rocket
With a rocket pack?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of
So
fucking
these are-
badass.
Yeah.
But this guy is 3,000 feet in the air.
I want to hear the audio you grabbed.
Okay, here's the
Yeah, I gotta
audio I
hear
grabbed
this.
from the story. This is amazing. This is from the flight, from the pilots, talking to ground control.
Tower, American 1997. We just passed a guy in a jetpack.
American 1997, okay. Thank you. Were they up to
Okay.
your left side or right side?
Off the left side, maybe 300 yards or so, about our altitude.
It sounds like that
Okay,
dude we were
American
just talking about.
1997.
NFL.
So, pilots want to be DJs.
Yeah.
They want to have their own radio station and stuff, right?
It sounded like that. What's his name? The guy we just Rob. What's his face that we just talked about?
Rob Wiggle.
Yeah.
But
I gotta. Here's what this would happen to me if I like ate acid a little too late or in the trip or accidentally like got freaked out because the cops were coming at
and
TSA.
you're flying
and
an airplane.
And I'm in an airplane. I'd look out the window or I ate an edible a little too late before my flight back from Nam, and I'd look out and see that and just be like question every single aspect of
You'd be like
reality.
William
Like,
Shatner. There's something on the wing.
yeah, it's a
And then
what a
Twilight
demon
Zone.
on the wing. There's
Yeah.
lightning and stuff.
Yeah, John Lithgow too in the movie
So
version.
I wonder how long he was alongside this jet.
I don't know.
And you
wa-
got to
wanna
pull
hear
the
some
Tom
more?
Cruise, right? You got to go upside down and give the bird, right?
Yeah, totally. You're practicing foreign relations.
Yeah. Let's hear
Release
more, 'cause I'm
Top
just-
Gun 2. If anyone listens to us that has clout at Hollywood, release Top Gun 2.
It was supposed
Hold
to come
that
out this year.
I know they're waiting for
You
the
wanna-
theaters.
you
to
wanna hear
get
some
fully
more?
go-
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck that.
I do.
They capitulated to China. Fuck
A
that.
third
Okay,
pilot was
listen.
on the lookout.
Listen.
We just saw the guy pass by us jetpack. JetBlue 23, use caution. Person in a jetpack reported.
That guy's
300 yards south
heterosexual.
of the LA final at about 3,000 feet, 10-mile final. JetBlue 23, we're heard, and we are definitely looking.
You need to put our little bit that we did a couple of years ago.
So was
Hey,
this?
guys.
Hey man,
What like is this like a DIY jetpack this guy put together, or like where'd he get
You're
all
at
the?
3,000
It's
feet.
probably-
There's no way.
I
right?
bet you anything it has something to do with chickadee
3,000
chickadee.
feet is a little over half a mile.
I don't think you can say that, sir.
So
It has something to do with chickadee chickadee. I bet.
Huh? What's that mean?
China.
Oh, okay. Well, so you think China has a guy flying around here. Like,
Maybe.
How far do you think a jetpack can even fucking fly? Think about the fuel amount and how far.
Well, you know, Chinatown is in the
Maybe
flight
he's-
path of LAX.
Maybe he's getting refueled.
Sorta.
Yeah.
He might be getting refueled by a plane that's made in Chickadee.
But what you think it's like a Chinese suicide
Could
bomber
you
or something like
Could
that?
you
Like,
refuel like there's a tanker, refuel tanker, and then a guy just flies up in his jetpack?
Dude, you go in the
connects?
wrong
Maybe
hole,
it's,
mate. It's over.
Yeah. Don't put gas there.
No, don't got blow. Well, that's over.
You think it could be like some guy from SpaceX be like, I'm gonna go fuck with this plane or something like that?
SpaceX is here.
Yeah.
No, I know, but
Yeah.
it's just like why couldn't it be homegrown?
Oh,
and they're
do you
just
think it's
fucking around and flying in
Iron
a
Man?
jetpack?
Iron Man's
Because
just like.
They
What if it's
couldn't.
poor man's
Obviously,
Iron Man?
they couldn't.
I mean, obviously,
identify
it's
the
poor
guy,
man's Iron
right?
Man.
So if they can't identify you, I could see it being a domestic thing.
Costco
domestic
Iron Man.
person.
What if it's the Iron Man of Inglewood?
That's fine.
He's like, "What's
Yeah,
up?
Tight. But like,
Inglewood represent."
So
And
you're
he's
a
just
little,
chilling,
if you're up in a
waving at
jetpack,
planes.
and they're reporting it in. Like
My
what?
lady friends
They
was
can't-
born in Inglewood.
Do you know what time of day this was?
It says during the day. They can
During
see
the day.
him. Yeah.
So they can see him.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows how clear of a picture they get from him? So I could see it being
Shit, it's
a
10:07.
domestic operation.
I gotta
But
go.
so they couldn't like really identify the guy. He obviously has like a mask or goggles.
What if it was
on.
Trump
No, but
just
he,
flying through the
Neo-Nazis.
So
the greatest
I don't-
invention ever?
as much as I hate
I'm
the
the
Chinese
president.
Communist Party, I don't see how it could be like some Chinese.
What if it was a
guy.
weed ad
It could have been
Why?
a weed ad.
for a dispensary out there? They're
Yeah.
just flying high.
Makes no sense.
People are flying
Yeah,
in.
man.
Tourists
Makes no
are coming into.
I
and
could
they're
see
just
it
like,
being-
"Hey, buy my weed at
Do
this
you think
dispensary
it was?
in Inglewood."
Do you think some?
That's where we go.
When is the
right as
first
we leave
nude
LAX.
woman gonna fly into a
I'm
baseball
trying to
stadium during the World
speculate
Series and be like, "Hello,
on
boss"?
what type of person could be up flying around in a jetpack? Military,
It's
private.
being investigated. I bet you this time next week we'll know.
Yeah, I bet we do
They-
too.
like,
probably Joe
I want
Rogan.
to speculate wildly
Joe
now.
Rogan shit.
Well, that's probably why he left.
Elon probably gave Joe Rogan a jetpack and was like, "Here,
Started broadcasting
buddy.
from Texas
There you go.
today.
fly this to
But
Texas."
yeah.
Or last night he started broadcasting.
With
Oh, did he?
what's
Where
his
did he
name?
move?
Trista, with
Austin.
Yeah,
Now, okay, there was some updates today. So he went up there, it went up on Spotify. There were people saying
he pulled some stuff
that-
had been pulled. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
but then
controversial.
did you see the Alex Jones video?
No,
Eat your
so,
ass.
On the Joe Rogan's latest post with Duncan Trussell, that episode, people were just like, "Why are there all these episodes? There's no Alex Jones episode. There's these like controversial episodes, some with Owen Benjamin and some other ones." And then someone posted a link to an Alex Jones video he posted today. He was just like, "Joe, he's in complete control. He's got this. There's just like some file transfer thing, or so basically they're leaving some episodes up on YouTube." But Alex Jones is trying to reassure us that Joe Rogan is not being censored by Spotify.
Okay.
And then when it all eventually goes over to Spotify, all the episodes will be available. So I'm
Spotify
like,
somehow doesn't know how to use an FTP server.
I
and-
don't.
and to
Yeah, I
transfer
was just
shit
like,
or
bullshit.
I
something.
don't. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm like,
The
I'll,
bit rate
I'll
was
believe
wrong.
it.
Yeah.
I'll believe
You know,
it.
The bit rate's wrong.
I'll believe it when
something's
every
not right.
episode is available on Spotify. Otherwise,
Yeah.
you're blowing smoke, which is MO for Alex Jones. So.
One last thing before we leave.
they
You-
hire me to upload stuff.
You reminded me when you said the Top Gun shit
Yeah, Top
on
Gun.
Sunday.
Release it.
As I was resetting everything and just was chilling out here at the house once the power was back on, I rented Bill and Ted.
Oh
Face the
yeah, how
music.
was
the
it?
music.
It's a
I
Bill
wanna
and
see
Ted
it.
movie. It's good.
So
you
it's
can't,
awesome.
You can't expect, a cinematic masterpiece here.
Yeah,
It's it's dumb humor. It's Bill and Ted dumb humor,
Yeah.
and it was great. I liked it. It was good.
yeah. I want to see
had-
that. I
thought it was
really want to
good.
see that.
Yeah,
Cool.
I
Well,
had fun. So yeah, okay, neat.
Brian doesn't like Bill and Ted's.
You don't like Bill and Ted?
Cool.
It's not funny enough
did
for
not
you.
Matt looked at me. Maybe
Cool.
I've had some drinks, and I'm kind of like no. Like,
Is that
maybe
not Top
maybe
Gun
ask
for you?
me a fucking question before you assume how I think about some shit. Maybe.
There's not enough nude
I
men
don't assume
playing
that you
volleyball
do.
on the
want-
beach.
Playing.
No, I want to see it.
Playing
I
with
like-
the boys.
I like the Bill and Ted movies, as long as they don't do.
I need to watch Bogus.
As long
Journey
as they
again.
don't
I watched
Princess
it.
Leia George Carlin in, I will probably be happy with the
Oh,
final
dude,
product.
that would suck.
That would be terrible.
Carlin's in it.
Really?
So they do Princess Leia? him?
Probably archive footage.
No.
No. Well, don't spoil it. It's okay. Just
Hey, George, tell me. No, I don't give a shit.
No, it's
Yeah.
done very, very well. Very, very good.
Matt Thomas, why don't you go ahead and take us out in prayer?
Yeah, Matt, do you have a
Let's
prayer?
join
You-
hands.
Hey,
Dear Podfather Adam Curry. No,
Well,
wait, that's
we
how
weren't
you
done.
start him.
Yeah.
Oh, we're not done. I'm sorry.
Next week, we got to talk football. It starts
Yeah.
the following Sunday,
Yep.
September 10th.
Yep.
We gotta figure out what we're gambling on. what
So
we're
they're
putting our
doing
money on.
they're doing no
No, man.
preseason, just going right into the season.
Right
Yeah.
to it.
Thank God, because preseason
Right
fucking
to it.
sucks, anyways.
right into it. Just
I don't
sliding
watch-
it right
I
in
don't
there
wa-
dry.
I never watch preseason, anyways.
You know it's gonna
Yeah.
be great.
Mhm.
It's gonna be a season full of injuries and people getting torn up.
Oh yeah, and
It's
then
gonna be
some
great.
people that originally opted out are
And
going to
some
be
people
like,
are going to get COVID.
they're going to be like, all right, I'll come play back in. And
They'll hit up Keanu Reeves and he'll come and be a backup.
Matt Thomas, take us out in prayer.
Matt Thomas, you have a record coming out soon.
heck
Yes,
of God, any
called
God.
Greetings by Robotuner.
It'll be out in theaters here soon.
Yeah,
September.
as soon as the mastering is done. Yeah,
Have you sold any of these songs to any car commercials or insurance commercials yet?
no, that's all. All the rights are handled through the platform that I'm releasing it on.
Old enough to kiss?
Old enough to kiss. What?
Are you giving away all the rights to your music?
Hmm?
You're not going to hold on to your rights?
still
That's how
on.
you
No,
make
I
the money.
still have the rights.
Okay.
Yeah.
The publishing rights
Well,
too?
Yep. Fujiwara Entertainment.
Oh.
Copy. Yeah.
Do you endorse
This is a
Trump?
whole entertainment house you have now?
Dude, I've had it since I was 16.
Are you voting for
That's
Donald
why I put
Trump?
on all my products. Fujiwara Entertainment.
Oh, okay.
That's why I named my house Castle Fujiwa.
What about Fujifilm? Don't you think they're going to sue you?
No, it's too. It would be different if it was actually called Fuji.
Let's do a
Entertainment.
round of Ask Matt Thomas this.
Are you sure you want to get into that this
Brian,
in the
you
show?
go first.
Why don't you come on my podcast when I start it back up,
I've
huh?
never been invited. I only get invited
Hey
to
Matt,
one show.
are you ever going to have Matt? Are
They're
you
not
ever
even a
going to have
show
Stubbs
anymore.
as the guest on your podcast?
I just answered that question. No.
Thank
I'm only
God.
saying no to appease you, Brian.
He
'cause you're-
railroads everything you try to do, anyways.
And no, he'll tell you. He'll go, I can't this weekend.
Sorry, man. I got my kids.
Can't do it this weekend.
I got my girls.
That's not funny,
Hey,
man.
Matt, you want to go to Austin?
Oh, yeah? You make fun of me all the time in this voice. How's that any different?
I forgot how
can't
babies
this
were made
weekend.
a couple of times, and now
Are you
I
re-
got anchors.
Are you really going to vote for Donald Trump?
I don't think I'm voting at all.
Are you going to give the bird to voting?
I did last
You
time.
know what? You know what pisses
It's your
me
American
off
right.
is that no. I always respect people that are like, I can't fucking vote because I have a conscience. But like, I've been that way forever. But then there's people out there that vote shame you into voting not at all or for the wrong person because you're not voting for who they want.
I got
And-
vote shamed this last election. And if someone vote shames me this time, because I'm not going to vote because I don't like either one of them,
Yeah, there you
I'm
go.
going to piss on their fucking faces.
Oh, yeah?
And
Well,
I
I've got
hate-
a question for all y'all.
I want that to be
end
a
it with.
thing. Vote shaming because
Vote
it's like
shaming.
because also you know when
think we
people are
just
out
made a
there that
term
go
up.
vote and they just say vote, they may it's most likely vote Democrat. Like they want to say Democrat. But those are the people that are screaming
You know
to
what?
vote.
Go ahead, vote shame me this year because I have
Yeah.
I have a locker in my house that's full of a bunch of fun toys that I'd like to introduce
Yeah.
them to these people.
Vote shaming's a thing, and
Mhm.
it is always done by the left.
And while you're
So-
vote shaming me,
because they have no other better. They have no good tactics.
I tell you what, instead of
like
vote shaming me,
morals.
go back to sucking cocaine off the top of the toilet inside the chat room.
So what's your question, Stubbs? You wanted to
and upper
Oh,
90.
what? Huh?
What's a better lube, oil-based or water-based?
Dinosaur based.
Which would be oil.
Good night.
And that's it
Okay.
for the Jerry Jones Sound Massacre this
All right.
week.
Yes, buy my CD. I mean, buy my album when it comes out.
Buy Geist Note so you can kill yourself with it.
It's been fun, Thomas.
Thank you.
been fun,
It has
Brian.
been fun.
It has.
Buy this album when it comes out, or at least stream
Thomas,
it
it's
a
been
whole
fun.
bunch of times so he gets
Brian, it's been
1.001
fun.
Pennies on the dollar.
Some
Yeah.
residuals. I mean, yeah.
I'll buy a
Streaming.
copy of it.
I'll buy a
It'll
copy.
be available
I'll download it.
digitally.
Oh, no. I want a hard copy.
I'm not going to have any. I'm not doing CDs.
The only one I'm buying is on vinyl.
That's what I wanted.
Only
want
if
it
I
on
can find
vinyl.
a place that can do like 5 or less
Can you
instead of 100 minimum.
Can you put it on mini disc for me?
Mini disc?
Yeah, I want.
Shit,
a
why
mini
don't you
disc
ask for it on a zip drive or ADAT tape
Okay, now we're getting somewhere.
That'd be awesome.
3.5 inch floppy.
or
That'd be awesome.
5.5-inch
Or
floppy.
cylindrical
And there's a version
phonograph.
of there's a version of the game. The old, what's it
Dat
called?
tape?
No, not dat. The floppy,
Yeah, can you put it on?
like the Mac floppies.
I'll
It's got what's it called on it?
I have a
Oh,
Commodore
3.5-inch
Chisholm Trail
floppies?
or whatever.
Yeah, no, Oregon Trail.
Oregon Trail.
I've got.
I'd have to have one for every track because it's around 3 to 4 megabytes per.
Will it fit on my Commodore 64?
How much memory
I
does
have
it
in the
have?
garage. 64K.
Nope. That will fit maybe
It's a
1 minute
Commodore
of a song
All right.
compressed.
Isn't that crazy?
In
This is the
MP4.
world we live in.
Yeah.
Yep.
The
Done
world we live in
recommending
today,
all the
sports.
ways
MP3, I mean.
nobody will ever listen to music again.
Never. All right, we're out of here. Good night.
Red pens.
Bye.
Jesse Fry.
What?
She's not going to go out with you.
What? That was panic.
No, he was saying.
Jesse Fry.
I'll say bye now.
Oh shit.
No, it was. No one's gonna listen to this type of